Ooh-wee. Great to see all you guys here, man. I'm excited for the stream. I'm very excited. If you guys like to join the stream with me, here's the link. Join the stream. Got the Nick Penn. Great to see you, man. Artist of Procedure, Blue Steel 920, Slippery Beats, Phoenix Sun, Lewis Evans. No, he says no. Most Western women are completely out of control with their narcissistic ego, fueled utter no boundary spitefulness. Artec 091 says a very small number of Western women are marriage material. Ladies need to get it together because they mad they can't find a man when they don't even know what men want and need. As you guys have probably heard, great to see you, Mr. Scott Wynn. Am I a Bears fan? why you go with the laughing emoji? Man, I don't like losers, man, because I'm not a loser in life. Great to see you, Nick. Man, it's hard to root for them, man. It's really hard, dude. Again, guys, if you would like to join the stream, there's the link. Join me now. Pop up here. Let's talk. Let's have a good time. Let's get the brotherhood cracking. As you guys know, you have Jeannie Mai, who has been divorced actually by Jeezy. Right? I mean, if you guys are not into the rap culture or whatever it case to be, Jeezy is a rapper. I think he came up in maybe early 2000s, early 2000s, something like that. And we're gonna dissect what really happened because it's rare that you see a man divorce a woman. Men typically try to make it work. Let's just be honest. Men typically try to make it work. Like you rarely, if ever, see a man leave. Now I've heard that Jeannie Mai is gonna try to contest the prenup that Jeezy has in place. That's for another stream. Again, if you like to join the stream with me, chop it up, ask questions, go deep into this. There's the link to the stream. To the stream. Now, Jeannie Mai, she's an Asian American, right? So she's not the typical Asian, submissive, feminine type of chick. She's pretty loud. She's very flamboyant. She has her opinion. She kind of says what she wants in a way. And you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Now, Jeezy, of course, is black. Jeannie Mai is actually Vietnamese. Did a little research. So when they seen them, these people, when they saw these two that got together, when I first heard it, I was like, that thing's kind of off. Exactly. She was on the reel, which was off to me. That was kind of off. Seeing, like, why would you get with a woman who's on the reel? Shout out to, give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. We got Ivan in the building.
Great to see how you doing? How you doing there? How you doing,
doing
bro?
Great. Doing great.
Good evening. In London is evening.
Say it again, brother.
I mean, in London is evening now. It's 11 o'clock, so good evening.
Oh, okay. 11 p.m. or 11 a.m.?
I'm sorry, 11 p.m.
Okay, cool. Oh, so are you a night owl? You like to stay up late like that?
Yeah, I stay up late. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, it's great to have you. Was you on the last stream with us?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Okay, it's great to have you back, man. Try to get an avatar up there or something like that, so it won't be so cool. Dull and black. I mean, just for future reference. If you want to do it now, cool. Guys, if you would like to join the stream with me, ask them. Don't ask me too many questions as far as my freaking life, but ask me questions or whatever. Pretty much whatever. Get into this. If you have an opinion on this, about anything, modern woman, whatever you have, join the stream. There's the link. Click it. Let's get it started. Let's get it cracking. So we're gonna dive into this first clip. All right, because everybody knows Jeannie Mai is Asian. Clearly, she's Vietnamese. Jeezy is black. So it kind of seemed kind of weird to me right? Because Jeannie Mai was married to her first husband. Now, her first husband was Freddie Hartice, and he's a Caucasian guy, white guy. Let's listen to this. Give me a second. Pull this up.
Guys, yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why.
Now, she said this on The Real on her show. That's a feminist gossip show. So the fact that you would marry a woman who's on The Real talking about this crap, about her preferences, lets you know that you shouldn't wipe her up. You shouldn't even take her serious. But Jeezy actually did.
Guys, yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married a white man. That's what I like.
Hold up. What do you mean, dark meat on the side?
Because she lightweight offensive. I am
I'm not. I'm saying, like, I really do think black men are attractive. I do. Like, that's my...
Well, what do you mean, dark meat on the side?
That means, honey.
You
know what that means.
Wait, what do you...
You know what she means by dark meat on the side? And this happens kind of often. If you're a black guy and you're dealing with non-black women, oftentimes you're fetishized. Fetishized. Right? Right. He said somebody marriage caused divorce. He said she stuck some good box on Jeezy, then switched up once she got the ring and kids. But the thing is, she was married to a white guy. I don't know if the white guy had that much money though. I don't know if the white guy. I don't know. I think she just fetishized Jeezy. Somebody said BBC. Reminds me of that red round table Aisha Curry. Exactly. That's what it reminds me of. It really does. I don't even feel sorry for the guy. He shouldn't even be dealing with American women. That's what I'm saying. These guys got passports. They can move around, and he still wiped her up. Now, granted, she didn't have any kids or anything like this, so she didn't come in with that type of baggage. But she was married to a white dude, and they divorced, and got with Jeezy. Lamar says, even though they were different, I thought they would make it. She was so cute. He said BBC though. Honestly, that's a lot of women fetishizing. Like have I been fetishized before? Absolutely. I've been fetishized. Let's continue. So she likes that type of, because a lot of guys, you gotta understand. And go ahead, you can interject anytime, brother Ivan. Women, they definitely like sex. They like it in a lot of different ways. But the thing is, women have to prioritize, so there may be strategies to get the resources, or you can say the beta bucks, the provider, and then they want they want the baby, they want the genetics, the attractiveness of a guy's genetics. And for what it looks like, I don't think her first husband, who's white, I don't think she probably wanted, because she said she didn't want a baby with her first husband. This is a pandemic couple. They were destined to fail. Right. It's a dual mating strategy. Shout out to Scott Newton. And guys, make sure you donate to the church. Support the stream. Let's listen to this again. Because she clearly is, and this is on the real. This should have been a big red flag. Me personally, me being a black guy, if I'm dealing with a non-black woman, I ask her, right? I ask her, so what type of guys you been with in the past? Not to judge her, but I was like, do you typically date black guys? Some non-black women will say, yeah, I only date black guys, which is a huge red flag. Now, hooking up and smashing them and having a good time, that's different. But it's something long-term or consistent or whatever the case may be, it just lets me know she and the reason why it's dangerous dealing with women who only dates, let's say you deal with a woman who says, I only date white men. You know what that means? That means she most likely, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Might as well get raw and uncut. Let's say you deal with a black woman or Hispanic woman or Asian woman, if she typically says, I only date white guys, what she's saying is, I see you more of a resource benefit, stability, provider. This is what when women say that, right? Like I've heard women say, I don't deal with black men no more. I only like white guys. And I'm like, why? Why? Or you hear the answer, they say, well, because you know, like black men don't be buying us stuff. Black men don't be paying bills like that. They don't take us out to fancy places. So it's not like they don't necessarily, they still desire white black men, but they just want the resources. Shout out to Gorilla Bear Tech. You can chime in anytime. Shout out to Scott Nguyen. We're gonna have a good time today, guys. If you would like to get on the panel with us, me and Ivan, and have a good time, chop it up, and you can ask me questions, go into detail about whatever. Join the stream. There's the link. Press 1 if you guys can hear me really well. Big shout out to Ivan or Scott Nguyen for contributing to the church. It's 5 shekels. Thank you, Scott. Also, shout out to Mr. In Between Flights. Sent the super sticker. Thank you, In Between Flights. I actually like that. That's a good name. Yes, so Jeezy has a baby by this chick, and the baby only probably like a year or so old. They was only married for 2 years. I think they were together for 3, but they was only married for 2 years. If a man divorces you, you know you did something wrong. You know you did something wrong. And again, if you want to join the stream, guys, there's the link. Let's listen to this again. So she's fetishizing black men, and I got all the evidence.
Guys, yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
Hold up. What do you mean, dark meat on the
Because she lightweight offensive. I am
No,
going
I'm
to
not.
hush.
I'm saying I really do think black men are attractive. I do. Like that's my.
Well, what do you mean, dark meat on the side?
That means, honey.
That's
You know what that means.
Wait, what are you reading it as?
Ain't nobody. How did you say it?
I'm just saying, when I think about men, I like dark men. I do.
Right, you like your main man to be white and your side
No.
She just said,
Darius.
Yes. Who's speaking? Is that,
Yeah.
that Beanie Collins? Beanie?
Hey Darius, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on? Ivan, can you hear me? Go ahead.
Yeah. What I was gonna say, is that the reason why she's saying that is because basically Yeezy was just a backup plan for her. She didn't really like him like that. She was just there because she wanted a black person with her, a black man with her, and she really wanted a white man. However, Yeezy's just a backup for her because I've been in that situation as well. Obviously, I'm not married or anything like that. I'm only 24 years old. But girls that always say, "Oh, I like black guys. I like this and that," they're only there because white guys don't want them. That's the only reason why they come to most black guys or Asian guys or not white guys, because white guys don't really want them. So they go to different ethnicity because of that. What do you think?
I agree. Like again, I've been with a lot of non-black women. Typically they're a little less stress-free, a little less stressful, I should say. A little more easier to manage. I will admit. But I always gotta ask. So, have you dated black men in the past, or you know? And some non-black women will say, "Yeah, I only date black men. I only like black men," and that's to me now. As far as hooking up and hanging out, that's okay, whatever, smashing, whatever. But that's a red flag to me because that's saying like you like why, and the reason why they do it is because oftentimes the men in their community don't really want them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So as a black man, let's say it's a white female, and she says, "Oh, I don't like," or she says, I don't like black men," or if a white female says, "I don't like white men," and you ask her why, she's like, "I just don't." Typically, she's probably a little chunkier. She's probably a little bit bigger. She's not slim for the most part. She probably has a little ghetto ratchet lingo to her. That talk. Yeah, so it's kind of like, you know, go ahead.
And the crazy thing is that in London, a lot of girls I approach and I speak to, they always say, "Oh, I don't date white guys." I'm like, "What do you mean that? I only date black guys?" I'm like, this is strange because 99% of girls that I run into, they always say I only date black guys, no white guys. I'm like, how come? Like, there's nothing wrong with white guys. So that came to my head that, okay, maybe because those guys don't really want her. That's the only reason why they're telling me this. You know, even my friends,
Right.
most of them all say, "Oh, only girls that." All the girls are saying to them that, "Oh, I only date black guys, no white guys." I'm like, this is kind of strange.
Right. And I agree. You look like, okay. And go ahead, Beanie Collins, if you want to chime in anytime. Guys,
Uh,
again, if you would like to join the stream with us, we're gonna allow at least 3 more. And come on to the show, give us your take and let's have a good time. Go ahead, Beanie.
hey, Darius, I gotta ask you a question.
Yes.
Like, let me ask you about like social media and stuff. Like, do you think Instagram follows matter to women a lot, in your opinion? Yes or no?
You said, do I think Instagram what?
Status matter, like the followers, the likes, the comments matter to women.
It matters if you like doing the social media thing, right? So, but if because a lot of women, they're driven by social media, but if you're out in the real world, there's women who don't even care about that. Like it doesn't matter. A lot of guys have bought social media followings. Like they'll buy likes, they'll buy followers and subscribers, and a lot of them will take the bait because they like that social, quote unquote, social proof. But does it matter? For the most part, no. I'll be honest with you. Does it help? Yeah, you can say yeah, it helps, but that is another tool a lot of guys use to get women.
That's true, because I see a lot of women that follow me that I don't even know. They follow me first and start DMing me.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. It does help. I will admit.
Because there was this girl I saw on a post said that, what gives me the ick is why is guys following girls that don't follow them back?
That's a good question. Because a lot of guys are simps. That's the thing. A lot of guys are thirsty simps.
They are. But Darius, I'll catch you later. I'll see you later on. I gotta go.
All right, man.
All right, see ya.
Let's continue with this.
That is not what I mean.
Jeannie, explain what you mean.
Okay,
what
I meant is like I used to date black men. Okay, and I think they're attractive. But what I decided to stick to because it just kept me happiest was my man Freddie, who happens to be white.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
She used to date white man, and the man that keeps her happy. It's what she means is the man who provides the resources and everything like that. That's what she means. And a lot of women, they have the dual mating strategy. They want a guy who's going to pay the bills, take them on trips, take them, give them a nice home, pay, do all these different things. And then they want a guy who's going to be great in bed. And I'll be honest with you, for the most part, most men don't have both. That's why you see a lot of these women, they have a baby by the dude that or like they're married to the dude or their relationship, and then they have a baby by the dude, whatever dude. He's attractive, he's good in bed, and then they won't tell their boyfriend or husband, yeah, this maybe, because they want the dual mating strategy. Our producer says not black guys care about it being mixed, more so exotic looks of a child. Let's move on to the next. Listen to this.
Integrity, bro. Like at the end of the day,
But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. Married each other out of pure love. Like he likes white women, blonde hair, blue eyes.
And you like black rappers.
I like a good brother.
Brace yourselves because the world of celebrity relationships is in turmoil. Jeezy and Jeannie Mai, the adorable couple we've all come to love, are headed for divorce. But here's the kicker, Jeezy is the one who filed for divorce. Yes, you heard me right, Jeezy filed for divorce, and the details are sending shockwaves through Hollywood. Streets are buzzing with all sorts of inside information, and let me tell you, it's been pretty sudden. So, yesterday, news broke that Jeezy, also known as Jay Jenkins, filed for divorce from his wife of almost 3 years, Jeannie Mai. And when I say almost, folks, I mean they didn't even make it to their daughter's second birthday. Talk about a short-lived marriage. But now, here's the twist in the tale. Men, and I'm sure many of you can agree, don't typically rush to file for divorce. It's not a move they make lightly. Something significant must have occurred, something that changed Jeezy's perspective so drastically that he's now decided to part ways.
And that's the question I have too. Shout out to Mr. AK. Go ahead.
Thank you for having me, brother.
No problem.
Yeah, I mean, your work really does save a lot of men from doing the worst mistakes of their lives.
I appreciate it. This is what I do, man. I really do. I do this for you guys. Rashad, can you hear me? Sound off, man.
Yes.
And also, Darius, let me know where I can donate, because your work does really what help for sure. Because I do YouTube as well, but my YouTube channel is mostly for like self-improvement content, not for women. But you know a lot about women, so that's the reason why I only subscribe to you. Other guys I don't really subscribe because they just talk about surface level. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me know how I can I would donate £5 to you, $5 and £5 really cool.
Oh yeah, there's this guys. If you want to donate via Cash App, guys, $Darius M4. You can see it on the ticker at the bottom. Support me. There's a Cash App. Appreciate it, Mr. Ivan. So the reason, like, I always think, why would this man divorce? That's the question. Why would he leave? Because here's the thing. Okay, I'll say this. The epitome for most men, as far as attractiveness, it's ranked like in this worldwide. Asian women number 1, white women number 2, and then everybody else is after that. This is facts. You can go look it up. Worldwide, most men, as far as prefer to be in a relationship or marry, is Asian women number 1, and then white women number 2. So when you think about that, you're like, okay, why? He got an Asian chick, right? She didn't have no babies and nothing like that before she met him, and then all of a sudden he have a baby and leave. Like that's crazy. But for most dudes on this planet, they're like, man, she's an Asian chick. She bad, man. I'm keeping this for life. But why would Jeezy? Why would he? And this thing, they had a lot of pictures together. They always, was matching with clothes and stuff like that.
Darius, I think she was faking it.
I do too.
Bro, she was definitely playing a game. I mean, look, women, they know how to play the game and get benefits.
100%.
Exactly.
100%.
They're experts at getting and playing the game and getting what they want. It's really sad. Well, it's not. It's just modern women. That's why you have to protect yourself.
Darius, have you seen the podcast with Logan Paul and Nina Agdal? Oh my, this girl has him in love. This man actually has fallen to deception.
I haven't seen. I've heard about Logan Paul, but that's the thing. If you guys are into the biblical Bible stuff, Samson and Delilah. Samson was so strong and smart, and Delilah, just swindled them, tricked them, manipulated them, and boom. And when you hear about a lot of things, if you guys are religious or anything, women in the Bible, 98% of them, it's always talking about bad things, like look out for this chick, or watch out, she's able to do this, or you see a woman lying and manipulated and causing to do somebody in the Bible go to jail or die or killed or whatever, or taking this power. It's like you got to be really careful when you're dealing with these women, man. You really do.
I mean, I'm Muslim, and we have a lot of clear warnings. Like, for example, one of them is that a lot of feminists don't like this, but the Prophet said that if he was commanded to make like anyone prostrate to a human being, it would be the wife to her husband. But this is obviously not allowed to prostrate to anyone but God. But if he was, that it will be the wife to the husband because of the right he has over her. And she has to obey her husband. Like if she goes against this, she's just, liberalism.
Right. Yeah, it's these women, but let me ask you guys this. Why do you guys think that Jeezy divorced this Vietnamese Asian woman after? Because here's what I think. Like, because as a man, like, I don't know. Have you guys? Let me ask you this. Have you guys ever broke up with a woman? Like, have you like man, it's over with. Have you ever broke up with a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was you guys' reason?
Honestly, I felt.
No, go on.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. You first.
All right. So the reason why I broke up is because like my ex girlfriend, she was basically very needy. She thought that I was talking to other girls because every single time I'm out, girls look at me because I'm a big guy. I'm 6'2", pure muscles, and every time I walk outside, like girls always compliment me. So she was jealous all the time. So I was like, I thought to myself, why am I with this girl that always complaining? I'm with you for a reason. Why are you trying to compete with other girls when you know I'm here? That's what I always tell her every single day. But every single time we're out, lunch, dinner, whatever, in supermarket, she always see other girls that come and look at me, or she be like, "Oh, why are you looking at them?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" And then I had to break up with her because I had enough. I had enough.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. I was naive, okay? So I was in a relationship, and it was more of a weakness. Like, you don't want to be alone. You want to have a chick to like have some fun with. But really, I started to feel this like anxiety. Like, I knew like somewhere deep down in my heart, like even if I like this person, you shouldn't wife. Like, there's too many red flags in basically almost every modern woman that subscribes to what society promotes. So it made me feel trapped, like I was in a prison, and I wasn't even married to this girl. I was just in a relationship, but like it was like no way I'm having kids with her and being trapped.
Now the time I broke up with a woman is it was actually a couple times. I broke up with two women in my life. One, I remember the sex wasn't good. Like, and I was like trying to make it work. Like I was like, and that's the thing. She it just wasn't that good. It wasn't really good at all. Like from scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it like a 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10. And she was just so stiff with it. And I'm like, man, but she was, she was a traditional girl. It's just um I just couldn't really do it. After we was together like I think like 4 or 5 months. It was just that was it. And then the other girl found out she was sleeping around, promiscuous chick, and then that was just that. Um, RT the band says I think he saw a play she was making at his money. I'm thinking he may have seen DMs with her family members about getting his money, something sinister. It had to be either money or she messing with another dude. Because remember, she likes black dudes. And I'll tell you this, like, and this is why it's so dangerous, guys. If you're a black man and she says, I only date black men, like I only like black men, or she has a
Yeah.
long track record of like a lot of failed situationships or relationships with black men, like a lot of them. I'll tell you this. If you have that woman around, your friends, your buddies, your homeboys, she will start to get a little antsy. And she will, it's not that you're not good enough. It's just like she's like black guy. Like she starts to feel some type of way. She's like, stroking her hair. She's sitting and she's just like, she's kind of looking. It's because she like, man, I'm in the area of other black guys and I like black guys. And it's basically she's not with you because she genuinely likes you. She likes black men. And if she's around a black man, she's gonna, she's gonna want them too. Calvin Justice says, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like the crazy thing with me is that for some reason, a lot of white girls, they love me. I don't know why. Like every time I'm outside, they're always telling me. I'm like, the thing with me is that black girls are like, they think they're better than black guys. That's the thing. That's the thing that I came to a realization that a lot of black girls think that they're better than us black guys, and then because they would never compliment you, even though they know you look good, but they would never for some reason. But white girls, they just say it. They don't really care. Or Asian girl, when I see them, they just say anything they want. But black girls, they never compliment. I don't know why. I never get it. It's crazy.
It's oftentimes it's like a lot of black women, for the most part, they want to be like, I'm the best, I'm better than you. It's all like, for the most part, they want a more submissive, like hyper masculine black man. Like, they want to, they're not really too submissive as far as letting you lead from my experience and other, like a lot of other black men experiences. Yeah. Calvin Jester says, today's shekels. Hey, Darius. How does a black man get white women that's different? That's DTF. I'm used to approaching black women, but they don't know how to reach. They don't know to show respect.
Yeah.
Well, how to get black women? Excuse me, how to get white women who are DTF? That means DTF means down to F, down to have sex.
Oh, that's
right. I'm used to approaching black women. So what you got to do is you got to switch your mindset. And you got to approach white women. Right. This is gonna be good for you guys. And guys, join the panel if you want to. This is gonna be a fun live stream. I'm gonna have a lot more of these. I'm going to live at least 3 times a week.
So Darius.
Yes.
Should I say one thing to this question?
Yeah, go ahead. And if you guys want to answer it too, go ahead. What is it? Go ahead and answer.
All right. So Kevin, the thing that you have to do is to get a white girl is not that hard, because for me, basically, you have to be very, very dominant. Like white girls, they're very submissive when you're very dominant. Like when you speak to them, don't try to be too nice or hey, what's your name? Or they heard the same thing all the time. So every time I approach a white girl, I always tell her, listen, this is what I want. If you're down, let's do it. If you're not down, I'll move on. Like get straight to the point. That's what I normally do. And most of them, they're like, oh wow, I never come across someone that's so straightforward. I'm like, yeah, I'm not here to waste my time. So I think that's the best thing you can do, especially right now that a lot of guys are very nice or simple, whatever they call it, you know.
Right. Go ahead, AK, if you want to answer. I don't know if you are you black or what's your ethnicity, AK?
Yeah, no, I'm white, but
Okay,
I like if I'm gonna answer, I'm just gonna say that white chicks, they do have a lot of insecurities. Don't be fooled. Like the one of the best things, like even Darius says this a lot. It's you shouldn't belittle yourself. Like these women, they're not valuable, right? So why are you scared of like caring what some dumb bitch thinks of you? Let's be real.
Right, I agree. I'm gonna be practical with this. So if you want to get white women, if you're a black guy, or let's say you're a white dude and want to get black women, right? For starters, you have to put yourself in that area, right? You have to, or if you want to get Asian, Hispanic, whatever, you have to put yourself in those areas around those women. So just like you said, I'm used to only approaching black women. So in your mind, you're like, man, like white women, like, man, how do I do it? No, just like get around them. Like, and you only got to even approach a lot of them. Just when you're around, because right now, Calvin Jester, you think white women are a novelty. Like, oh my God, like, oh man, she's so no. Like I've been with a good amount of white women. I've been with blondes. I've been with brunettes. Right now, my chick is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed chick, and she's not overweight at all. And it's like, and when I'm around like other dudes, they're looking at me like, man, like almost like, how do you get her? And it's just like, what do you mean, how do I get her? I just was myself, and I'm around all types of people, and I just approached. I just started a conversation. Like most of the time, guys, a lot of dudes get in their head. They're like, man, they see a chick they find attractive, they don't say anything, or they like, I don't know, I ain't gonna go over there. She might not like me, or she probably out of my league. No, just like AK said, like women have insecurities, like all women. White women have insecurities too. And like I would say, just be dominant, man. Just go up to them and say, hey, this is what I want, this is what I like. Because white women, they're man, when I say extremely submissive, like they're the two types of women are really submissive is Asian women and white women. They ain't hard to get. Like, so just start talking to them. They're gonna look at you. They're not gonna be for the most part, they don't give you attitude. I've never had attitude from like white chick I approached. Like I never in my life. Come and think about it. Black
I
women,
mean, sometimes
go ahead.
Sometimes like you have to compare things to get a better perspective, right? As a man, when you go outside, you know that there is some risk that another man will come up like with a knife running against you, trying to get your watch or something. Like there's actual threats in life. Going up to speaking to a girl, sometimes it's just a waste of time. You don't have the time, like you're too focused on something else. But if you want to do it, just do it. Like don't hesitate, just go for it and then go on with your day. It's not a big deal. Like you lost nothing if it's bad outcome. Sometimes the risk is actually the success, because
Yeah.
then you end up like being entangled with this chick. You might get an STD. I mean, it actually happens. Let's be real. Sometimes success is your downfall.
Yeah, man. Like, it's not difficult for such a thing. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. You know the crazy thing is what I learned about not only white girls but all girls that I've been with, yeah, is that
Yeah.
you might think to yourself that you're not better than them, but they're scared as well, you know. Because sometimes
yeah.
when I approach a female, they're like, "Oh wow, I didn't expect you to approach me." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Oh, you look good." I was like, "You look good too. What do you mean you're not supposed to approach you?" And she's like, a lot of these
Right.
girls they think you're better than them. Don't try to bring yourself down. Trust me.
Right. Like a lot of guys think that, man, oh, she ain't gonna like me, she gonna reject me, she gonna no. Like I always think that you're better. You actually are, because it takes a lot to become a man. It takes a lot. Shout out to Mr. Yo Bo Liam. What's up, Mr. Dear? It's good to see you live again. My brother, keep it up, my G. Thank you, Mr. Yo Bo. Oh, your boy Lam. Excuse me. I couldn't read that. You had to jumble together. And guys, if you'd like to join the stream, there's the link. Hop up with us. Let's continue.
About who I married, I wouldn't have married him.
It's integrity, bro. Like at the end of the day, it was the best outcome it could possibly be.
And I'm sure many of you can agree, don't typically rush to file for divorce. It's not a move they make lightly. Something significant must have occurred, something that changed Jeezy's perspective so drastically that he's now decided to part ways. Now, I gotta say, I saw it coming the whole time. When your relationship is predicated on proclaiming your love through social media posts, it's always destined to fail. Yes, they were such a cute couple, and they just had a baby. But seriously, folks, it always looked like it was just for show. Couples who stay together the longest usually don't affirm their love by showing the world how perfect they are together. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Just 9 days ago, Jeannie Mai was all over Instagram, posting about Jeezy like everything was roses and sunshine.
That's what I'm thinking about this chick. Like she loves social media, and she just wanted, you know, she just wanted the social media clout. That's what I really think. She just liked the likes and the clicks, and she fetishized black men, and she got a baby out of it. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, that's why a lot of you guys, it's every man, forget just black men, that's every man. A lot of these women, they fantasize about having like a mixed baby or something like that, right? I've dealt with white chicks who like, yeah, like you're tall, you're attractive, I like your skin color. So like they wanted me to not use a rubber. You know, they wanted me to go straight in and everything. Like they basically like, I wouldn't mind having your baby and everything like that. It's like, you know, it's crazy. You know, a lot of chicks, they just want mixed babies. Even if you're a white dude and a black chick will want a mixed baby by you. If you're an Asian dude or like a white dude, a white chick want, like these women fetishize. They see babies as toys, right? Because you got to remember, like growing up, a lot of these women, they played with dolls, they played with toys and everything, and they've had the babies. So, and a lot of times they're looking out and about into the world. They're like, man, I like that mixed baby. It's so cute. Guys, a lot of these women, they scroll through like mixed baby things on Google. They Google baby clothes. They Google like mixed couples and stuff. And they're like, and women try to think like, man, how would it look if I was with a black guy or a white guy or a Hispanic or Asian guy, right? How would my baby look? There's a lot of women who look at other couples on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, and they're like, man, like I want a white guy or I want a black guy or I want an interracial Facebook page, right? I want an interracial family, and this is that they, you know, they act like they're into you. Then once they get that baby, they gone, man. You know. Somebody said, more. Jersey said, more like babies are like Coach bag. An accessory. I think you meant accessory. Your boy Lim says, I'm gonna join later when my girl leave. Right now, my hands are full. All right, brother. Lim. Yeah, and you guys just got to be really careful because these chicks, for the most part, they don't see you. They just see a means to an end. So if that means just a baby, cool. right? Like, okay, I have a baby. Like, and then they know how to use the family court system to get rid of you. Because the family court system is always on the women's side. Like, no matter what history you have with that baby or whatever, or your children, or it's always on a woman's side. Like, heavily. You could be the greatest dad in the world. You could provide. You can take them to school. They always are on the woman's side. That's how it is.
You know, one more thing that's really important to bring up is that when you get married, like if let's say you're religious, right, and you want to get married, like there's no obligation to do it with the state, with the government. Like, why would you bring in the government into your religion when the government are secular pride flag lovers? Like, why do you have to get married within the government? That's so stupid. Like, that's a sure way to make a bad decision that increases the chances of it breaking apart. Why? Because she has all the leverage. Honestly, like, let's be real. Like, you have to be in love to throw away the laws of God and follow the laws of Joe Biden's pride flag country, you know?
I agree. Like me getting married, number one, it's never gonna happen. But above all, I couldn't do it because I don't want the government, the courts involved in my relationship. This is why women get disrespectful in marriages, because they know, man, I don't gotta listen to you. I can go to Big Daddy government, I can go to the courts, I could just divorce you and take your stuff. Like, women, they don't.
That's the reason. That's the reason why every time I'm with a girl, I always tell her that, listen, if we ever get married, I'm not gonna sign any documents. We're gonna get married without no signing, so that I know whatever happens, I'm not gonna pay her nothing. That's what I always say to every single girl I've been with, and they're like, "Oh, why?" I'm like, "Listen, oh, you don't love me." I'm like, "Listen, you know the reason why we're signing. If let's say I become someone successful, not even half, all my thing gonna go to you. I'll be left with nothing." So I always tell them, listen, if I ever get married to you, I'm not gonna sign nothing.
I agree. Like think about it, guys. Like, these women, the reason they want to get married is because they know there's benefits to it, financial benefits. It's just that simple. It's always that simple, and it's always going to be like that. This is why women want to settle down and get married, because the resources are like, it's for them. It's better if they leave you and they get everything. And his thing, alimony, they're still going to get payments, and you're not even with the chick no more. That's how sick the court system is against men. That's how biased it is, man. Like, why as a man would you even try? Why would you even think and contemplate it at this point? Artist of Procedure says marriage is a woman's retirement plan. I agree, man. I 100% agree. It's a woman's means to an end.
Yeah, and one of the things that personally irritates me, because you have some lying religious leaders, they come up with false lies that you have to obey the government's like marriage laws. Like, you can be like, they don't believe in God. So if you don't get married within the government, you're not even doing anything illegal. You're actually like, it's like a girlfriend in the eyes of the government, right? But it's a wife religiously. So why would they say, oh, you should bring in the government into this and lie about like the religion? As far as I know, there are some, like in Islam, there are some people that lie about that, and that's just irritating, because there's nowhere in the Quran and Sunnah that says that you should get married according to secular law and lose 50% of your assets in the case of divorce. Because in Islam, when you divorce, you don't lose your assets.
Yeah, exactly. Like marriage for me is alimony is slavery, man. Heck, even man, they be like, "Gotcha, sucker." Yeah, it's man. Well, I think about it a lot. Not a lot, but I think about it, and I'm like, why would any man? Because I've had consultations with dudes, and they're like, "Yo, man, I love this girl. I'm with her, and she want to get married." They always say like, "Yeah, she want to get married." So I'm like, "Do you want to do it?" And clearly he not 100%, but he's coming to me like, "Well, I just want to ask you, Darius, what should I do?" And he know what he want to do, but a lot of guys, they're like, "Man, if I don't marry her, she's gonna leave me." Well, let her leave you, because she never loved you, or she never wanted to be with you anyway. Gorilla Bear Tech says, "I've never been married, no kids either, and I'm about to be 36 years old." I I'm never married. She'll feel worthy of being my soulmate instead. Because here's the thing: when she's with you, she has to stay on her toes. She has to be compliant. She has to be submissive. She can't be like, "Oh, I ain't giving you." She can say, "I ain't giving you sex," because it's her body. Let's be honest with you. But she's less likely to say, "I ain't doing those dishes. I ain't cooking. I ain't giving you sex. I ain't doing that." But married women always torture their husbands. Why do you think you hear these marriages and these dudes ain't had sex in 5-10 years, ain't had sex in 8-9 months? Man, that's torture, man. And women know that I already got the bag. I already got the security. Like, what
And
you
like
gonna
you
do?
said, Darius, like you said, if they love you, why would anyone that sincerely has feelings for you, that cares about you, leave you because you don't want to get involved with the government? That's
Exactly.
the craziest thing. Like they just lie.
That's what it is. Like you're leaving me because I don't want to involve the government in our situation. And they're like, well, if you love me, you would get married. Okay, how about we just, have a little ceremony? Oh no, I want to go. So why do I have to get a document and have the courts involved in our situation? Because that means the courts are actually above, and they're actually the head above me. And women are like, no, 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 you my king. You'll always be the head. You'll always be the leader. No, you won't. When women get married, when women marry you, they things change.
You know why it's so weak also? Because she's forcing you as a man to submit yourself to the government. Like
Exactly.
it's emasculating. Like it's not acceptable, really.
Exactly. It is. And she's not necessarily forcing, she's manipulating you into saying, well, don't you love me? Well, if you love me, then you'll do this. You'll give me, you'll marry me. And in a lot of men's mind, they're like, well, I do love her. Okay, let me just do this. Like a lot of guys like, okay, we've been together for 3, 4, 5 years. Okay, well, I'll just marry her. Well, why not? Boom, that's when she switched. That's when she starts switching up. Brian Moat Model Hody, marriage is a wealth transfer scheme. Guys, if you came to the stream, give it a live stream a thumbs up. If you would like to join the panel as well, I'm going to post a link right now. Join the stream with us. Give us your opinion. Let's talk about life, being a man, and this situation with Jeezy. I didn't even know he was still rapping and doing this thing. I don't even know. Marriage is a way for women to get power and leverage in a relationship. And they use the courts to do it. Man, guys, you can listen, you can do whatever you want. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. But if you involve the government in your relationship, it will not go well. I'm telling you right now. I didn't know Jeezy was still rapping. Jeezy divorced her because he had the power and leverage due to the prenup. Right. And so I'm looking, right? And I just kind of looking around at things, and they said Jeezy, like, she was trying to like kind of contest the prenup. That's what she was doing. I'm gonna try to find something about it.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be really naive to trust the prenup. Like, it might not hold. Like, there is still a risk for it to not hold. So, it makes no sense. Like, you're both citizens of the same country. You don't even need, like, it's one thing, like, if you're being a passport pro, right? You're going to find a wife overseas. You have to marry her so she can get citizenship. But these people, they're both citizens of the same country. They have no, like, they can be with together. They can get married in the church and not involve the government. They can get married like Islamically and not involve the government.
Right. I agree. Like, why on earth? I just couldn't do it. Somebody said Tyrese's prenup got thrown out. Exactly. Solo, great to see you, man. Sound off. What do you think about marriage? What do you think about Jeannie Mai situation? What's on your mind, man? All right, brother Solo, when you're ready. We'll have one more person up. I only want 5 total. Go ahead.
I think it's just a scam, man. Yeah, ready.
Say it again.
I think it's just a scam, man.
It's a scam. As a scheme.
Scam. It's a scam, man.
Oh, a scam. Okay.
You know, about half of them result in divorce.
Here's my thing. Like I was talking to my chick a few days ago, and we ride and everything. And I'm like, these people be getting like having all these best maids and best brides, or what do you call best man, and they be having the cakes and suits and bridesmaids and all these family members, pictures and professional photographers, and then they still get divorced. Like why? Like why even go through it? Like what's the point? What's the point even doing it? You know?
Well, I'll tell you why, because it's a show. It's not sincere. And I'll honestly say this also, like, you know, that's when people date, sometimes they have nefarious intentions. Like, she might be just planning this whole thing out, like stretching it, like thinking, oh, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the ride with this man, take as much benefits, be in the spotlight, and then divorce him, try to take some wealth. Like, she's a hunter. She has become the hunter. Like, do you understand? Like, they're not naive. They are not like some innocent girls. Bro, they have a plan. They want wealth. They want things. Like, their eyes are, in the sense, lusting for what she can take. So, like, the fact that he got married, I mean, he shot himself.
Yeah, I agree. Now I think because here's the thing, here's the lure for a lot of black men. Like to me, I think the lure was she's Asian, number one. She's Vietnamese, but she's Americanized. So it's like, okay, I get kind of both sides of this, both sides. I get the Americanized, or she like my rap, and like he like my she like me, and then I get the submissive, Asian Vietnamese side at home. But something wasn't right. Something ain't right with this. Something ain't right. Like men don't just divorce their wives like that. I believe. I'm be honest with you, man. The only main reason, because I mean, the sex got to be. It can't be horrible. I assume they got a baby together. So I believe that, because you got to think, she's always in the media, and a lot of men don't like that media stuff. Like they don't want their woman all on social media and everything like that. And like on the View, on these talk shows, and I think he said this: you either stop doing this social media stuff, or and being on these silly talk shows like the View, or we done with. And I believe Jeannie Mai said, you know what, I'm gonna still do my thing. I don't care what you say. It was something to that effect, or she cheated with another dude, or
But
she got
there's,
caught texting some dude. Go ahead.
and the crazy thing is, how did he not know that this girl is a Western woman? How did you think about it? Even if she's Chinese, Asian, whatever, she's an American, or if she's in whatever countries, Western countries she's from. I mean, I would never marry a girl that is Westernized. I'm gonna have to travel somewhere like Africa or Asia, or somewhere that is third world country, because I believe that most of the girls that live in Western country are all basically damaged. That's what I believe. Even if you get married to them, even if you think you love them, they're only there for business. They're only there to get money off you. That's what I believe. There's no love.
Because women get with guys, as a means to an end. So the reason why she's with you is because she knows that you can make her life significantly better than it is now. That's why you hear a lot of women say, like, I'm not going no 50-50 with no man. It's like they want you to take the load and make their life significantly much better. And that could be anything. So just off that, women are not really with you because they love being with you. They love the experiences that you can give them. It can be the emotional roller coaster you give them. It could be trips. It could be dinners. It could be you paying bills. But she's with you for a reason, and it ain't off unconditional love. It ain't really necessarily genuine. So, for example, if you might lose your job, or if something happen, it's just she's with you because you can make your life easier. I'll even add this. Oh, if a woman sees that you have a great life and you can make your life easier, and it's not like another guy like you around, she doesn't mind that you have other girls. So she doesn't mind if you have a side chick, or if you hook up with other girls. She doesn't care, because you're the man that can make her life better. So that don't mean anything to her. So again, it all goes back to she wants an easy life.
And also, there is, this might sound crazy to all of you, but what I strongly believe is that a man have to think like a woman, but act like a man. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Right, be 5 steps ahead of her.
Yeah, it's basically think like her, but act like a man. So what I believe women are doing is that they have different type of men. They have men that do different type of things for them. So why not us men have women that we know are doing different type of thing, not just only sex, because most guys just want sex, and that's not enough.
Right.
Like when you have a lot of sex, it's not enough. When you find a girl, you're like, what's the point? Because every single girl got a vagina, you know what I mean? So what is different between this girl or the next girl?
Bro, trust me, you don't wanna think like them. Trust me.
What made you say that?
Like the reason because they're thinking like, just look at the success rate. They end up miserable, and that's their thinking has a lot to do with that. Also, they lack, like, they're not as intelligent. Let's be real, not this political correct. Like on average, a man is more capable of doing like better decisions, but really it's because of most men are really sad, and they don't work anymore. They don't have this passion drive, and that's why men have fallen back so badly, like at schools, at workplace. They don't earn as much because they lost their passion. And a part of this is because they, like, most of these women, they don't love you. Let's be real. They love the illusion in that sense, and they have their plans. They care about their interests. So if you don't care about your interests at heart, then you're gonna be in love with her and you're gonna be enslaved. But you can love her without being in love. That's the difference.
I think here's what I think too that probably happened. She got a baby by him, right? She, was smashing probably another dude, maybe, I don't know. But I think that she probably withheld sex from him. I think she was like, yo, like, I ain't trying to do it right now. I don't feel like, I think that it had to be some sort of sex issue or some cheating, because why would a man leave like that quick? Like, I'm be honest with you guys. You don't even hear a man, you never hear a man leave that quick, that easy. Like, you never, even in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship.
Yeah. Hey, Darius.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey,
I'm doing great.
What do you think about the stats? I believe it's from the US. 20% of marriages are basically sexless, man.
You said, what do I think about sexless relationships in the US?
Yeah. Is it 20%?
You're boring a little bit. Say that again.
Is it 20% stats?
You gotta
like basically 20% 20% of those are sexless.
Oh,
What do you guys think?
You're boring a little bit, so go out and come back in for me. You're like boring and you kind of can barely hear you. Ebony Collins says, men complaining about the outcome of their own leadership might be the greatest thing you can ever witness. All right, Ebony. If you like if you would like to get on the stream and say these things, not just comment, here's the link, Ebony. There's the link. And that goes for anybody else. Join the stream now. Say what you have to say. It goes for you, Ebony Collins, as well. He said, and Ebony so happens to be another manly Black woman. We know she won't click the link because we know women are cowards. Let's be honest with you. The vast majority of women are just cowards. They're not, they throw stones and run away.
The crazy thing I don't understand about this is that why is she in a men's space? That's what I never understand. I would never go in a woman's space. I would stay away because I got nothing to say,
Well, here's the thing. Well, Ebony, I'll give you about give you about 60 seconds to cam up right now or to join the stream. There's the link. Don't type nothing else. And guys, this is a teaching lesson for you guys too. When you tell a woman to do something, like for example, for this, you say, "Hey, cam or get on the live stream," and she's still typing and saying, you know what you do? You give her about 30 seconds, 60 seconds, you just get rid of her. The man has lead us astray. Well, see you later. See, I told you to get on. This is what women do. They just get in here and they want you to go back and forth.
And they're bored. I don't know.
This is what they do. So guys, here's what women he said this is why. Oh, Ebony, you know, I'm not gonna say nothing to you. You gotta go. See you later. See, and what
they're scared, bro. They're scared.
So what she wanted to do was she made a comment said, "This is why we're last." Well, I'm not last because I'm a pretty wealthy guy. I got my life together. I just don't. Me personally, I don't deal with black women on that level as far as romantically anymore. So you're coming to you're talking to the wrong black guy because I have a lot of options, right? So that's not my cup of tea anymore. I'll just leave it at that.
What I don't understand. Why did she even come? That's why I'm confused. Why did she even come?
You know why she come? Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys why black women do this. Why women in general come in here like and start yelling and typing and talk about like this is why we last and everything. No, I'm not last. I'm a pretty successful guy who can I can get a lot. Right? I'm not lacking in any area of life. Right? If I want something, I'm going to get it. Period. The reason why they come in here and say these things is because they're frustrated with their personal life. So, for example, the chick Ebony that I booted out, she's dealing with a guy or black guys who are not leading, right? And she's dealing with black guys who are probably just banging them out or probably smoking or something like that or having a drink, and they ain't dealing with her like that. She deals with the Pookie and Ray Rays, right? And the guys who are not industrious, who are not ambitious, who don't have drive. And here's the thing: if a woman is right, she's dealing with a Tyrone. So this is why when she came here and says men are not leading, like this is why we're behind. And I'm like, wait, like I see that type of comment from a lot of black women, like in like the pro-black live streams, where it's like a lot of black women and black men mainly. And they're like this, and you always hear black women, we behind because of y'all. We behind because no, like that's like
it's not like she wants to be led. It's not like she wants to be led. Let's be real.
Exactly.
like a lot of these women, they don't want to be led. They just they want your resources and security and money and then they want to say, you know what, man, I'm gone. I ain't trying to follow your lead. They follow thugs and criminals lead.
Bro, I was talking to a guy and he told me that after 12 years, his girl just left him out of she just threw it all away, and he had done so much for her.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you're rich, if you're poor. Your status doesn't even matter. That's the thing. People believe once they reach some kind of status, wealth, they're gonna be immune from this. No, I mean she will leave the rich guy and the poor guy. She will leave them both.
Yeah.
Hey, there is.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Going back to my previous question regarding 20% of marriages which are just basically sexless, man.
Oh yeah. I heard it's I don't know the percentage exactly, but I know there's a lot of sexless marriages. Like I've coached a lot of men who are like successful. I've coached guys. I've coached dentists. I've actually coached a pilot before, which I thought was cool. I've coached zoologists. I've coached surgeons, like 2 surgeons before. I've coached a lot of different guys from all the type of different backgrounds. I've coached guys who make $40,000-$50,000 a year to millions of dollars a year. So but the common thing is these women got what they want, say they don't have to follow your lead.
Does that say something about who has the power or leverage in modern relationships?
Yeah, so I
What
did
do
a
you
video. I did a video a couple years ago. There's no such thing as love, only leverage.
Yeah, they
Right.
don't see, man.
So if you guys always remember that, you'll know how to conduct yourself. So, for example, you would never move in with a woman. You'll have her move in with you because that means you have the leverage. You would never marry a woman without a. If you want to get married, if you want, sign a prenup, but without a prenup, because then when she leaves, she has leverage, right? So, women are always looking for a better life, and if they can get that better life,
Sorry, there's
they'll do
I
that.
I can't find you on the Cash App. I'm trying to type your name in, it's not coming up.
My Cash App is I'll put it up. I'll put it right here. It's $DARIUS M4. That's the Cash App, guys. If you want to support the stream, and guys, donate to the church, man. We got 101 in here. Go ahead, like the stream. Ebony, why don't here's the thing, Ebony. I'm not gonna argue back with you. I would rather you just click the link right here and just come up here and say what you have to say.
Yeah, if she's brave enough, let's see.
Right. So here's the thing, Ebony. I see your type of female a lot, like on different panels and everything. This is like my second panel I'm doing. I've been on YouTube for 5 years, but I would rather you just click the link and say, let me come up here. You don't got to show your face. You can if you want to, and state your grievances. But don't just type things, and that goes for anybody. Don't just type stuff and because you're angry because you're not getting anywhere.
Darius,
yes.
What do you think about like having your aim for the younger, like 18-year-olds, because they're more receptive to actually being led and like programmed towards a successful relationship?
Oh, you mean like they're more impressionable? So
yeah, the younger.
So I'm 34. I've been with women who are 20, 21. Like I've been with women who've been almost a decade younger than me, but I don't look 34, right? But women typically like guys who are older because you have more experience. You can guide her, you can lead her. Again, they're more impressionable and they can learn things from you. So but as far as like a man wanting younger women, that's just natural. Just like women want older men, right? It's just how it is. We each can benefit from each other in some way. Like me being with a younger woman, she'll have more energy. Like, so I'm 34 years old. If I got with a 34-year-old woman, right? Typically she's gonna be tired, she's gonna be frustrated at life, she's gonna have a lot of different guys that she's been with, a lot of relationships that have failed. She might have a kid or two, or if she don't have a kid or two, she's probably gonna be like, yo, I'm trying to have a baby. She's gonna like her expectations gonna be through the roof because she's gonna have been used by a lot of different guys. She's gonna say, hey, Darius, I ain't accepting nothing less. But her value as far as looks wise, it has deteriorated. And a woman who's 24, right, a decade younger than me, she is more youthful. She's more excited. She's she hasn't been through the mud as much. The older women are typically more angry. This is why I don't like women in their 30s. I just don't. Now she's 28, 20, whatever. But I'm telling you, women in their 30s, they're kind of like, I've been there, done that. I seen that before. I seen like, you want me to come over? I ain't coming over the first day. I ain't coming over the second day. You gotta really court me. Like they have all these crazy expectations as they get older. But when they were like 22, 23, 24, they were just having a good time. They didn't have these crazy expectations. And I understand you have standards, but don't have these standards when you get older for a quality man, and you didn't have those same standards when you were younger for a guy who didn't have none. And if you guys want to comment on anything, because I know I can get long-winded, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that was good, bro. Honestly, like the point is that I also think a lot of these women, they get mad because you're pointing out something. Like you're basically directing people and saying, look, this path will lead you to this. And that's kind of triggering because let's be honest, if you follow this liberalism, this feminism, You want to get as much free benefits, something for nothing, and have as much fun as possible. So, bro, you know, a manipulation is fun for them. Like, they boast about it on TikTok. You've already exposed, like, they actually boast about this, right?
Exactly.
So why fall for it?
Women love to talk about, I use man, I get this and that. It's man, the evidence is out there. And what I remember before TikTok came out, I used to talk about these things. People used to say, "Man, Darius, you're just a misogynist, or you can't get laid, or all these different things." And that was never the case. Now the evidence is out there. Women are on camera, on social media, you know, talking about these things. But I'll say this: I started my channel, my main channel, Darius M, 5 years ago, Darius M. And I remember I was like right in my kitchen, like right there, and I just did a video, and I didn't know I didn't think nothing was gonna really come with it, and I just started talking about dating, relationships, women, being a man, being a dad, life, and look where we at now, and I appreciate you guys, you know, I really do. So and guys, if you want to say anything, because I know I can talk like crazy, like just say whatever you want.
Darius, I was gonna say, you know, the most important thing I've learned for what my 24th, like for 24 year of living in, is that to be able to win with women, it's just that you have to be different from everyone else. Because what I mean by this is that right now, guys might think it's hard to find a woman, but it's not really that hard, because women actually want us. If you think about it, without us, they're nothing without us. So the most important thing, you have to put yourself first at everything. So a lot of guys that want to be nice guys or trying to take the girls out to like nice places, you don't have to. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. That's what I always say to myself. I always tell my friends, because one of my friends is in a relationship and he's taking the girl out to Dubai, different places, because he got money. But I told him, listen, why do you have to take her out? Even though you have money, it doesn't mean nothing. Like, don't do things because you want to impress her. Let her impress you for a change, you know what I mean?
A lot of guys, I agree. A lot of guys think that listen, women need us.
Exactly.
Okay? Like a lot of guys don't understand. Like, if I don't know if you guys, if anybody has daughters, you would see that what do your daughters always do? They always coming, or your daughter, they always coming to you for something. Dad. They're always, hey, can I have it? If you have sisters, they always going to your dad or coming to you, hey, could you? They're always, women they absolutely need men. It just doesn't seem like it because, I can get a job now. They can get a job, they can go to school, and they got the core system. But it goes deeper, guys. Women need men for emotional security, right? So as a man, when we get together, she hanging out, we hanging out and everything. I'm smashed. We have sex, we have a good time. All right, I go about my business. She's thinking in her mind, okay, like, how can I get him to commit? How can I get him to take me on a date? How can I get him to like text me or call me? In my mind, I'm like, man, I just had a good time, man. I see you. So women are always trying to, they need the makeup is for us, the tight clothes, the filters, the pictures, the thirst traps, everything is to get our attention and get our resources.
Because, let's be honest, after we have sex with a woman, we're not thinking about, oh, I need her to come buy me a Gucci belt or bag. I'm not thinking of that. After I have sex with you, I'm thinking about, oh, let me go and work out. Let me go and get some money. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm not thinking about, oh, let me get some money off this woman. I don't really care about that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm not thinking about I just think about, okay, you know, it was cool. I'm actually, after sex, I'm actually thinking about, okay, like, I got to do other stuff. Like, what I got to do? I got to go to the gym. I got to go get go to the grocery store. I got to meal prep. I got to create the next video. I'm not even thinking about keeping her or something like that. I'm like, that was good. All right, I see you. You know, you want to hang out or something like that. I don't think about trying to lock her down.
Because if you think about it, if women didn't need us, why do they have more than 10 different numbers or thousands of guys that are designated for different things? Because I don't. The only woman I need is like when I'm going out or when I'm having sex. I don't need her for anything else. You know, a woman have the guys to different things, to go out, to buy them this, to buy them that. Most of us guys we don't do that because we don't really need the money. We don't need a woman anything. Just, you know what I mean?
But brother, it's also easy to find sex. Let's be real. And one of the things is that I think
easy for you.
I mean, it's not that hard to get.
You mean easy for both for women and men?
Yeah, I think it's easy for both. Like, I feel I'm not like super experienced, but like if you want it within at least like you can't. If you go for it like 3 months, you're gonna get a girl. Like even if you're average, right? You just have a normal job, normal car. Like 3 months, you can get one girl at the very least. Like Darius might get 100 girls in 3 months. But the point is, anybody can get someone after a certain amount of time. So sex isn't that hard. But the point,
the reason I'm saying that, sorry to cut you off, but the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of guys, they suffer when it comes to getting sex. I know a lot of younger guys that are younger than me, 18, 19. They always ask me, Ivan, how do I get it? I'm like, I don't know. I can't really tell you what I do because I'm different from you. You know, a lot of younger guys are suffering. That it's hard for them to find a woman to even give them head.
You out here.
Trust me.
Yeah. But I want to ask Darius. I want to ask you something.
Yes.
So the thing I've realized this because I reflected on it, and selling a dream can be very dangerous, bro. Like if you go, if there's a woman that's gonna feel very hurt by you, like selling a dream, like she'll come after you with allegations and all kind of stuff. So I always advise, don't be that guy that actually tries to get her by being like completely dishonest, saying you love her and you want to be in a relationship with her and all this stuff. Bro, you keep it real because you don't want her to have her revenge on you because she feels that you sold her a dream. What do you think about this, Darius?
I agree. I'll take it from this point. Not just about the allegations or false allegations. I just personally think that lying in general is feminine, right? Women lie and manipulate. As a man, I just think if whatever you want, you just let a woman know. Because if you lie just to try to get sex one time, you actually you have to keep up that lie, and you forget that lie sometimes. Like for example, if a woman says, "So what you do for work?" and you're like, "Oh, I'm in school to be an astronaut," right? And she's like, "Oh man," and she has sex with you, and then y'all hang out a second time, she hook up with you. Third time, she's gonna be like, "So how's astronaut school?" or how's your NASA internship? And you're like, "Oh, that's cool. It's going good." Like she's gonna start connecting the dots. So if you're gonna don't lie to women, even if you just want sex. Like guys, you would be amazed if you just straight up tell women, "Yo, right now I'm just trying to hook up, but and have a good time. But if anything else comes from this, I'm open to some long term if I meet the right woman. But right now I'm just trying to have a good time." That's my go-to when I was on dating apps before. Like I was telling them, I'm just trying to have a good time and chill and vibe and see where things go and hook up and if I meet the right woman and I'm open to some long term, which is true. Like and women will be like, "Okay, cool," they down with that. But if you lie and say, "I'm looking for a girlfriend, I'm looking for a wife," what's going to happen is she's going to be that specific thing. That's a lot of guys don't understand. Whatever you tell women you want, they're chameleons. They'll throw in that mask and say, "Okay, you know what? He wants a girlfriend, but you really want to smash." Or if you say, it can be in reverse. If you say, I want to hook up, but you really want a relationship, like don't play games with people. Just be 100% straightforward. Because when you lie, you have to keep up that lie. Number one, and number two, she's gonna be like, "Oh, this is not what I signed up for." Go ahead, somebody was gonna say something.
Yeah, I was asking, may I share a statement from a scholar in the 1200s, like year 1200s? He said something about the simp ideology that we know about today. So thank you. It's a pretty short statement from Ibn Taymiyyah. He said, if a man is in love with a woman, even if she is permissible for him, his heart remains enslaved to her, and she can control him as she wishes, even though outwardly He appears to be her master because he is her husband, but in fact, he is her prisoner and slave, especially if she is aware of his need and love for her. In that case, she will control him like a harsh and oppressive master controls his abject slave who cannot free himself from him. Rather, he is worse off than that because enslavement of the heart is worse than enslavement of the body. End quote.
Cool. Thank you. Oh, we got a couple of new guys, Ninja, and we got your boy Lem. Go ahead, and we're gonna get to this video. But let me get the super chats real quick. And somebody's phone going off in the back. I don't know who it is, so you gotta mute yourself or figure out what's going on. Shout out to LeBrian for contributors 10 shekels, my little offering to the church. Thank you, LeBrian. Also, I appreciate you. Also, Mr. Calvin Jester, he says more shekels. Man, guys, it's so bad. Some brothers are doing AI dating. The app is insane. It's called Replica. At least the app isn't as needy. That's man. It must. Is it that bad out here? But go ahead.
That's why.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I say for these young guys, 18, 19, they're struggling. That's what I've been saying. They're struggling. They're struggling.
But how the like? My thing is like how, like you telling me you can't get some chick?
No,
That's what I,
go ahead. It's because a lot of them are they're at home. They're playing video games. They're not outside. That's why I came to a realization. They're not outside. They don't have to speak to a female.
I agree. Like guys, if you just know how to just talk to a woman, you'll be good. Let's try to because we got five people on. Let's try to keep it kind of brief with our comments, but and bounce off each other. So we got Ninja 55 here.
What's up, Darius?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, nothing much. Just hanging in there. How the rest of y'all bros doing?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. Doing fine.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you, bro.
All right.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Well, what do you have to say about? Give us a quick synopsis. What do you have to say about this Jeannie Mai thing, Jeezy, and divorce in general, and America, when it comes to the West?
Go ahead.
I think he shouldn't even marry her in the first place. You know, I guess he didn't know what type of woman he's married. You know, but because what she did and the way she was treating her other husband, he should have known how she was treating her ex-husband, where he wanted a baby, but she didn't want a baby. Like, come on, it's because a man we're not 50-50 with the woman, you know. The man is all over the woman, you know, just like in the ancient days, you know. But you know, Jeezy didn't know that. And then Jeannie Mai was trying to control him and everything, got in an argument and trying to control him. That was no good. And then she's like other Western women, you know. I could say she's for the streets and everything, like other women, because it's ridiculous here in the West. You know, it's like, you know, if you're not the woman will only mess with you if you are attractive, if you're a certain height. You know, like me, I struggle with women because because I'm short and everything. So they like, no, they don't want to hear. You know, they want you to talk to me. You know, and if I do try to talk to them, approach them, they'll say I'm harassing them and everything, which is ridiculous because they basically, if they don't like you, then it's harassment. But if they do like you, then it's not harassment.
Sorry. I got something to say about that. You know, when people say about the height thing, it's not really true what you think, you know, because I'm 6'2", and obviously height does matter, but at the end of the day, your heart is more important than your height. That I've seen guys that are 5'4" getting with like one of the baddest girls I've seen. I'm like, damn, trust me, your heart.
Yeah, I'm 5'9", like I can get girls. But obviously, sometimes it takes time, bro. I have dry spells, like it can be like 3 months or more.
I mean, it all depends on what value you can carry too. You could be a tall dude but broke and have no value, and you know, or you can be a short dude who makes 150K a year, who has value, that can who has a lot to offer. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the number one secret, like if you don't have status,
it's about how you talk too. It's about what you say.
Hey, let's get your boy Lamb. Go ahead, check in with us, brother.
Yes. Hey, how y'all doing? By the way, sorry about that. How y'all doing?
It's all good. What do you think? Just give us some.
But I was gonna go back to the AI thing. Retracting back to that, it's very it's very prominent. I mean, it's very prevalent nowadays because of modern women today that are being so entitled and arrogant and full of themselves today. And a lot of these guys today that are playing video games are dating would rather date an AI than to date these modern women that will give them a headache. And if you look at the love doll industry, it's actually they're like selling their their love dolls like hotcakes. Like they look just like real. They look real. They look like 90%, 99% real. And they rather resort to those things than to resort to a real woman nowadays. Their fantasy is becoming their reality, which is dangerous. But then at the same time, I don't blame them for resorting to those type of you know those options because, like I said, women today would give you a headache instead of like becoming a feminine, beautiful, submissive, inspirational woman. And today they're just giving you a headache and headbutts and all these type of bullcrap that they want to tell you I'm strong and independent. But then again, when it's time to pay for dinner, they would look at you and expect you to pay for the dinner. It's hypocrisy. So.
Let's get to this video clip. And guys, brace yourself, okay? But before I show you this clip, I'm actually gonna do a piece on it on the main channel, Darius channel. I want everybody to get it live. Get a last thumbs up.
I'm still trying to pay. I'm just trying to change some money, and then my cash app's not working. I don't know why.
Hold on one second.
I'm trying to type names. It's Darius
so
M4.
It should $sign.
$sign Darius M4.
It should pop up. If you're having issues, it should be, guys. If you guys want to send money to Cash App, I would appreciate it. Your donation. It should be $sign Darius M4. If you're having issues, we'll check back in a couple minutes. Just keep trying. I guess I just keep trying. Here we go. But guys, get a last one, a thumbs up. And before I get to this clip, it's not gonna shock. See, the reason why this clip is gonna be shocking because you're not necessarily used to hearing it out of women's mouths. So brace yourself, okay? Just brace yourself. Is everybody ready?
Yeah, brother. I'm braced.
Right. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for my ear.
We're just having a girls' weekend.
All right, listen to this. Shout out to your boy Lem. This is for the cause, my brother. Thank you, brother Lem. Appreciate you, brother. Listen to this. It's a woman or two women who are in Vegas.
What brings you out here?
We're just having a girls' weekend. Doing it big.
Partying.
Yep.
Being wild. Taking our clothes off and getting faced.
What really happens in Vegas? Because we all know the saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So tell me what really happens.
We cheat on our husbands.
Did y'all hear that?
Wow. She really said it. Bro, they exposing themselves.
I'm not surprised she's gonna say some stupid stuff like that.
On camera. This is why I tell you. Why y'all think I have these channels like this, man? Because I want guys to wake up. I'll play it again.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So tell me what really happens.
We cheat on our husbands.
Yep. You open your legs and you love it.
Welcome to 2023, boy.
They straight up said on camera.
Really happens in Vegas, because we all know the saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So tell me what really happens.
We cheat on our husbands. Facts.
You open your legs and you love it.
Welcome to 20.
That's so crazy. I mean,
and the reason why she's saying that too on camera is because they know they married a beta male, weak, spineless guy, and that guy is not gonna leave.
Yep.
She's with the guy right now who views her as this goddess, this woman that, man, I'm so lucky to have this woman. This is why these women are saying these things, because they know that these dudes ain't gonna leave me.
Bro, you have to see the good in, like, of course this is bad, but you have to see the good. They expose themselves, like stop falling in love for like the modern woman. Like you have to have some kind of, like you have to have a list of characteristics, the sincere characteristics you look for. And honestly, I don't know. Like, if you're gonna find it in America, it's gonna be a long search, bro. It's worse, like harder than figuring out the Da Vinci Code. So I don't know. Like, you're gonna, like Darius says, you're gonna have to be okay, brace yourself to not have anything serious for a long time until you find that.
Yeah,
Well, at least she's honest.
Go ahead, man.
Well, at least
Whoever-
she did us a favor of like avoiding women like her. You know, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth getting married to these women nowadays, especially in the West.
Bro, I used to be like actually like sad about society decaying. But now it's like, yeah, okay, sure, society is gonna decay, but we don't have to be on that side of decay. We can be on the other side, on the right side.
Because not only that, you got women that are they not only cheat on their husband, they into other things. You know, like they say they into pansexual, which they go with that, which means going with anything, any gender, regardless of. It's like it's crazy out here. That's why, man, the West.
It's man. It's like you're speechless, but you know it's true. But when you have women who are just blatantly saying it, you're like, how do we get this far? And the truth is, women have always been like this. They've always been like this. It's just that they have social media now. They have the courts on their side. They have the sisterhood on their side. They have tons of thirsty, desperate simps. So their actions are not being held accountable. The things that they do and things they say, it's like women are being. I'm gonna say this, guys, and I'm gonna get the floor back to you guys. I don't think, for the most part, women never liked men. I just think that we were just a means to an end. That's all I really think. They don't really like men. They're like, man, I don't want to pay bills.
Darius,
yeah.
You know what? You're definitely 100% right. And also, what I think is that they envy men. They envy us because we don't go through what they go through. We don't get, and for example, we never give babies or whatever. You know what I mean? So they envy that we're allowed to just be a man and go and work, and then they have to sit at home and do all this stuff. So they envy us. They strongly envy us.
And I want to add one more thing to that. When you said women are envious, you're actually right, because the thing is, when they get older, their value decreases. When we get older, our value increases. This is the reason why we have the ability to date women that are like much younger than us, but they can't do the same thing. Otherwise, if they do the same thing, it has to have like a finance involved into that. You know.
I mean, I'd say I understand where you're coming from. Like, but there is, like, sometimes they do like you. It's just that it's so easy for that to be destroyed. So it's not lasting. Like, she, at the end of the day, like, she's gonna, if you're not leading her, she's following society, and you're gonna be at odds with society. You're gonna be at odds with the majority. And if she doesn't follow you, she follows the misguided flock, then bro, like, it's not gonna work out. Even if she was to like you, it's gonna be problems. She has to submit, like, to you. She has to actually not in the sense that she worships you, but she has to be in submission to you, as long as you don't like say something that goes against like their God.
Social media is what ruined the game for all of us. Social media, like Instagram, TikTok, Tinder, all this stuff. Because girls can talk to 10 different guys in different countries. For right now, I'm in London. I can talk to a girl in America, where you're from. I can talk to a girl anywhere.
Yeah, it's true. It's funny, but it's true. It's like, man, I could talk to a chick in London, and I can talk to a chick in any country I want to, you know. Go ahead. Somebody got the. Go ahead.
Yeah, these women nowadays, they're not even worth marriage material. If you marry them, they're all in for the money and everything. They don't really like us.
The crazy thing is like, I never understand why do you need our money for? You can get your money, you're independent, right? So why not go and get your own money? Like me, if I say I'm an independent man, I'm gonna get my own money. I don't need your money. Like I don't never get. You're independent. What you still need men money for? I don't never get.
It's because women. It's like it's biologically driven in them to want to relax and not do much. Women, I'm telling you, women have told me, man, I ain't trying to work. I don't want to work. I don't want to do this. But they've been brainwashed by the courts and the media and everybody and the feminism and saying, well, you gotta be a boss babe. But deep down, they don't want to be no boss babe. They just want to lay at home and gossip and watch reality shows, man. They're inherently lazy. Women aren't go-getters. They don't like being go-getters. They want to rely on another man. It's just that simple.
That's why the wage gap is not real. Like, it's been debunked. If you look at it from a statistical perspective, most men work more hours than women. Like, we work more laborious jobs, like cleaning the sewers, picking up garbage in the city. What else? Constructions. We're going up the power line just to fix the power so that the city won't go out of power. What else? Like underwater welding, oil rig in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And women would say that, oh, we can do that too. Okay, then if you could do that too, then give us a proof. We're hiring women in our job, but nobody wants to go in there to work that. They just talk the talk, but not walk the walk.
That's what I always say.
Yeah,
we've got more value than women. That's what I always say to my friends. My friend always put women on the pedestal, but I always put myself on top of everyone, because they're not valuable than me, because I don't really need them. They need me. That's my mindset. I don't need you, but you need me. Outside, I'm grinding every single day. I don't need your money. You need my money. You need my strength.
Because the thing is, we don't need women for. I mean, we need women for recreational purpose only. I mean, yes, that I would absolutely agree. But when it comes to like survival purposes, like survival, hunting, gathering, no, we don't need women. We can do that. If you look at the documentary it's called Survival: Men versus Women. You can see the vast difference between a man and a woman and how they do things in like the basic survival needs. These men in the first day, they're able to build a fire. The second day, they're able to make purify the water from the beach. And women took them like 2 weeks to even build a fire and to even get water. And the thing is, if not for those producers that intervene in the show, most of those women would have died of dehydration.
I think it's like it's a mutual need for each other. I actually do think men do have a need for women and women have a need for men, and this is undeniable, because once you see that, for the most part, when a man actually is with a woman that's feminine, that's shy, like she has very high shyness, she doesn't just speak to anyone, she doesn't like touching other people, and she has this feminine, agreeable aura, like it's always like butter smooth. She just makes you feel like you sleep easier at night, like you have less nightmares. She's like a comfort in your life. But like, it's not that you're in love with her, you just appreciate her and like you love her, but at any point it can vanish, right? But the point is, like, it does help you as a man. Like, I definitely feel way more uplifted, way more passionate, like way more driven in business, even in my religious worship. I'm better when I have a good woman besides me. But that's the real hard part. Like, you have to have a lot of patience to like go through a lot of like chicks that's not gonna be it to
Yeah,
like really get there.
right. I mean, I agree too that that's why you need the woman who's feminine, beautiful, inspirational with you. And as for that, when you have a woman like that, you also have to show a leaders. You also have to be in a leadership position 24/7, 365. You cannot be complacent because if
I know.
once you show complacency, that woman who's used to be inspirational will slowly turn into the dark side and will become bitter.
And
Because
also,
she has to see you as an authority, like because
Right. That's
she
what I'm
won't
saying.
respect you, like she won't continue to inspire you if she doesn't
Right.
have any faith in
might
you.
sound crazy to
Right.
you,
That's
yeah.
exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
This,
yeah,
this might
I
sound
agree with you.
Yeah.
There's girls in London, my country right now, they're 11, 12 years old having sex. How would you find a feminine
Damn,
woman?
what the heck? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, my bad,
Wait a
man.
minute.
I'm
You
sorry,
just
Darius. I
you
don't
talking
want
about
you to
in
get
London?
canceled, bro. Like 11, 12. Hold on, bro.
Bro,
You talking about in
Wait,
London?
whoa. I don't. Hey,
Whoa!
Hold on, wait.
well, I
Hold
don't
on,
want
wait,
the
yeah.
FBI
Hold
knocking on
on.
my door, man. Come on, man.
bro,
You talking about you talking
I
about
ain't
in
trying to go
London?
to jail, bro.
it's that serious. I'm telling you, it's that
You talking
Oh
about
serious.
it? Wait.
no, I'm good.
No,
You talk,
he's
you talking
talking
about in London?
about
You talking about in
crimes,
London?
yeah, in the
I want
country.
privacy.
You talking
Yeah,
about in
no,
London?
it's
Yeah,
enlightening.
Like, okay, go ahead.
bro, I'm
No,
telling
it's a problem,
trying to
bro. It's a
say.
problem.
That's what I'm trying to say. When would you find a feminine woman? That's what I say. Our next generation, they're messed up. They're messed up.
Speaking
Trust me.
Look,
you speak of
let's be
England or
real. We can't deny. Just 1 second, bro. What he says about London is happening in pretty much every capital in Europe, and the Americans, like, they sometimes think Europe is like more strict. Bro,
No.
it's not true.
Oh
Like,
hell no, bro.
Europe is the leading in liberalism. Like,
Exactly.
don't get it wrong. Like, they teach, like in Germany, they want to teach like sex education from 3 years old.
That's
Like,
crazy.
that's the new legislation they want to pass.
yeah, but London, England, from what I've heard, because I talked to a brother out there one time. He told me that I don't know if this is true. He said that the woman in the woman in London, they don't like the black British, but they like the black Americans. It's kind
Yeah.
of like the same over.
Yeah.
It's like the same over here too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Especially black women. Yeah. Especially them.
I'm like, wow. I guess it's other parts of Europe though. London or England. You might as well go to like Greece or something. I hear brothers have a good time in the Netherlands and Greece. They got they getting play out there. Them places.
Bro, that's why you're gonna have to. Yeah, I mean, nobody is. Let's be realistic for sure, but you still have to be optimistic at the same time. I don't know. You just can't. You can't give in to defeat that there is no woman you can have a
Yeah.
lasting relationship.
No,
Right.
not even.
I will admit real quick. Like my chick's been with me for about 4.5 years. I'll say this, and this is gonna sound probably a crazy take, but every woman is a good woman. I'll explain. Don't jump on me. The reason why every woman is a good woman is because it just depends on the type of guy she's with. So she could be a good woman to Pookie, Ray Ray, and Tyrone. She can cook his food. She can do all these different things. I personally think it just depends on the type of guy that she's into and attracted to, right? So if a woman is really into you, she likes you, she's gonna follow your lead naturally, and she'll do whatever you basically like. And that's just my opinion. But to your point, again, I should say, now every woman's a good woman. Every woman has the capabilities of being a good woman to a guy. The capabilities. Now, go ahead. I ain't gonna take the floor. I know we got a lot of people. Go ahead.
Well, as I said again, a great example with the Boondocks. Tom Dubois. I don't know if y'all have seen the Boondocks before. Tom Dubois is a good lawyer, and then he's a brother, and he's married to a white woman. But see, his wife does not respect him because he acts so simpish and he acts beta and he acts like a feminine guy. And this is the reason why women are losing respect to guys like that don't have a leadership position. That's that. If you watch the Boondocks, you will see what I'm talking about. You know.
I think I've seen some of the Boondocks before. It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, it is good. It's a funny show too. But yeah, if you watch that, the dynamics between Tom DeWar, the lawyer, and his wife Sarah, you will see why his wife does not respect him.
Honestly, guys, do you want to be in a relationship where your wife just bears with you, like she has no passion for you? Or do you want to rather be in a relationship that's filled with your wife actually having a passion for you and really, in that sense, loving you? But, bro, most of these chicks, like, you gotta just get over it. It's gonna be a long wait, It's not gonna be easy.
Right, it's just true and everything, especially the chicks over here in the West, because the chicks over, other countries, it seems pretty cool, especially like Asia, they had, brothers getting play over there, Japan, it's the Philippines, Thailand, them were more like more traditional over there, than a Western woman,
Yeah,
And
bro, I want my. I'm sorry, it's Frank Chopin. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
I was going to say there was a video I seen how they say the men in the West are deserting the Western woman.
So really quick, you're a 10.
We talked about this real quick. Let's speaking of let's kind of transition. This is the clip I talked about. I think a previous stream, but I wasn't able to get through it. These are women who think that they are 10s, right? This is why like these average women think that they deserve top tier guys. Now everybody probably had came across the whatever podcast before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've seen it.
Let's listen to it, and you guys give your take.
And then you're a 10, correct? Okay, so really quick, you're a 10, and then you're a 10, correct?
You're so rude. You talk about me shitting, and then you say you're a 10.
No,
Like,
just
come on, get out of my face. You're such a fucking
okay.
something, Brian. I'm sick of
Are you a 10?
Oh
yeah,
Brian.
definitely.
Are you a 10?
Brian, I said I was a 9.8, Brian.
Are you guys willing?
Give me. Go, Brian.
Let me ask you guys this.
It's very masculine.
Right. Who's the best looking woman on this? Would you guys see out of the 6? Who do you think the best looking attractiveness? Not that just looks.
Yeah. For me, is the one in blue, red hair.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same for me. I was gonna say the same. Yeah, same. By looks
For me,
only.
it's the girl sitting next to the Asian girl.
Who's that?
She has like tie-dye. She's like a pinkish purple
Anime.
tie-dye.
Yeah, she has like the anime t-shirt.
I would say I think the reason why most guys would say the red or the orange hair chick, she has that like Betty Crocker Pilgrim type of look. Like she has that outfit where it looks like she can cook in the kitchen and she's stirring porridge and then she has that look.
She's selling a dream. That's
don't get me wrong. There is the light skinned girl is normally my type, little wise, but the behavior is nah.
You know what I like the most? The hottest girl. I'll take it back. The hottest girl is the girl in the blue hair and all the way in the back.
Oh,
No.
All right, let's continue.
I'm tired of you, Brian. Give me a fucking
Hold on.
white, Brian.
Shut the fuck up. Okay.
This chick, like the chick that's sitting next to the Asian chick right now, I don't think she doesn't say much because I believe she thinks I don't even supposed to be here. These females, it's crazy. That's what I think.
Are you willing to revise?
Brian.
Shut the fuck up. Are you willing to revise your answer?
Yes, Brian.
All right, wipe your fucking.
Wipe my fucking nuts. I'm sick and tired of you trying to fuck.
Man,
she's so fucking masculine, bro. It's like irritating.
I ain't gonna lie to you. She looks good, but the behavior is not it.
No,
I mean, I'll smash her. Don't get me wrong, but then after that, I'll throw away.
That ain't gonna never be it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
say it again.
I mean, I would like sell her the dream because like, and she, yeah, I'll tell her the dream and all that. But then after that, I'll just throw her away. And then she asked me, hey, what are we? I'll be like, well, we'll figure that out.
You know, it's you actually selling dreams to these kind of chicks is harder because the more masculine they are, it's different.
That actually kind of true, though. I gotta see where you're coming from.
Yeah, but it's also it's not recommended anymore. Like it's actually it's not smart. Yeah, no. Go ahead.
Makeup. I put one single batter of makeup on my whole face. You can suck a dick. If you think that.
It's a makeup remover. I see what you're
You want to see how tired I am, Brian? You want to see how I went out and partied last night, Brian? Like, come on.
Do you guys actually want to remove your makeup? Is it worth it? I don't know. Is it worth a chat?
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
One's
Put my
in-
thing down,
one's
flip it, and
in the
reverse
chat.
it. That's Bram from a nigga flying net.
Be quiet. Be quiet. This is why I don't really like watching this whatever podcast. I like whatever podcast; they're pretty cool, but it's just like Brian is too lenient on these girls, bro. If they were on Fresh and Fit, they would have got canceled in 5 seconds, bro.
Yeah, man. You gotta go.
Man, Maya would have kicked their asses out like in 5 seconds.
But that's a good thing. We get to see
it's
both
tolerable.
sides.
Oh. You say what? I'm sorry.
It's good that Brian is softer in the sense that we get to see the side from his podcast and the other side from Myron's. So we get to see two
I guess
different
it's like the good
perspectives.
cop and the bad cop. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, just to say, this girl, this light-skinned girl, she's doing all this for attention, as you can see. Every other girl are quiet. Why did she have to speak? She wanted attention because she know the camera is in her face and everything. You know, that's how I sense. She wanted attention.
The chat.
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
One's
Put my
in-
thing down, flip
one's
it, and
in the
reverse
chat.
it. That's Bram from a nigga flying net.
Put ones in the chat if you want them.
What did she say, man? Somebody said this was a song.
Yeah, it was a song.
Yeah, it's from Missy Elliott.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a song.
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
One's
Put my
in-
thing down, flip
one's
it, and
in the
reverse
chat.
it. That's Bram from a nigga flying net.
Put ones in the chat if you want them to remove them.
Oh, hold on.
M. Martin super chatted $100.
Ghetto
Personality ratings from Sterling.
It's
Natasha,
what a being a nigga.
9. Angela, 8. Human thumb, 2. Argos, 8. Emo catfish, 2. Chocolate disappointment, 2. Raggedy Anal, 2.
Chocolate disappointment.
That's crazy.
So there's
yes.
You see, what I sense with this light skinned girl is that she been a lot of guys that are not leading her. I bet you she runs a relationship.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I bet you she runs it.
Yep.
She's the head. She's in control.
Yeah. Because the way she's behaving is not. It's not normal for a woman to do that. It's not normal.
No.
Passport bros?
What is a passport?
What do I think it is?
Oh, you heard passport bros?
What is a passport?
Okay, passport bros are men that are so fed up with Western women because we're all apparently so woke and so terrible and Western women don't want to be wives that they are now going to other countries to find wives.
That's like which countries?
Southeast Asia, the Philippines, the Dominican Republic.
So it's like
they're-
the opposite of the mail order bride.
Yes,
They're like-
exactly.
Okay, so they're,
Yes.
instead of ordering out, instead of using stamps.com,
Yes, and
they're-
bringing them here. They're
right,
like,
they're
we
actually
want to
using
get out.
Travelocity. It feels more expensive, but
It is. And so a lot of these men get remote jobs. And so they go there and they...
What do you guys think of this chick? What would you guys?
Honestly, I don't like her. Like, what we would rate her?
Yeah, what would you rate her from scale of 1 to 10?
I would
Give
give
like a
her.
good 7.
No, I would give her like a 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4 too. I give her 4.
Without a makeup,
Yeah.
4. With
She's
the
a
makeup,
4.
I'll give 6.
I bet
Yeah,
she.
the makeup-
I bet she finishes it too. Deep down.
Yo, see, this is so crazy though. Look, see, with these white women, when they wear makeup, they look freaking hot. But as soon as they take off the makeup, like in the morning, they look like somebody else. Like, whoa, who are you? Like, what? You're not the girl I slept with last night. You look like a crackhead right now. You know, it is true though. They become significantly different with or without their makeup.
Yeah, makeup is witchcraft. That's all
It
that
is.
is.
They live in these countries and then they meet these women. And then women in the Western world, specifically the United States, are so pissed off about it. And they're like, you're going to all these countries where these women don't even know how to speak English. They can't even read. They're so uneducated. And then the men like film themselves with these women and like show themselves on dates. And the women are so elegant and they're so well spoken and they're so traditional. And they're like, look at these women. Yeah, passport bros. Because Western women are so bad.
Did not know about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's why I'm here.
Interesting. I mean, I did marry a woman from abroad. I mean, she's been to America since she was 12, but still, she's Israeli.
So there you go.
Yeah.
You're like a reverse passport bro.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she came here and she got citizenship, so.
You didn't import her.
I did not import my wife, no.
Bro, can I just add some about Ben Shapiro? Doesn't he feel so fake and weak? Like, bro,
He talks like. I mean, I'll say this. I mean, so here's how I know men will be kind of great in my circle. If I can, like, let's say I go out. Matter of fact, let's say I go out somewhere and I'm at a spot and I see a chick and we talking, and the chick has a girlfriend. I wouldn't call Ben Shapiro. That's number one. You know,
bro,
I would. That's number
Darius,
one. Number two,
you know what you can trust? You can trust that he will run away. That's what you can trust.
I wouldn't like Ben Shapiro. Like if I was about to get jumped or something like that, I wouldn't down Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, not Ben. I mean, I do agree to a lot of this like ideology about like the alphabet community, the T Transformers community. I can't say the whole thing here because I don't want to get banned. Those things, yeah, I do agree to a lot of the things that he said. But then when he saw a clip of Fresh and Fit about the dating woman experience, that right there, he doesn't have any experience. That's the only part that I would disagree with him, because he said as a man at 18, you have to get married to a woman who's also 18, so that way you can both build your value up. I'm like, whoa, hold on, what kind of bull crap is this? Like, a man who's 18 does not have value versus a woman who's 18. Life is already handed to her. Like, women live on easy mode. See, this is the thing that Ben Shapiro don't understand. That's why I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him on that part. But see, when he's dunking on these liberals, oh yeah, I love watching that. No, that's freaking awesome.
Happy wife. All right, I'm gonna play this. Sassy K says BMX preference. Is that black man preference or baby mama preference? And any woman, you can get on the panel if you have something to say. I'd rather you say it now as opposed to just type it in the comment section and run it off. Get up here. Say what you have to say. Listen to this. Oh, somebody about to say something. What are you gonna say?
Oh no, that's just that we got haters.
Okay. Oh yeah. All right. So I played this in the previous stream, but I want to get you guys' take as well. So this is Steve Harvey. Of course, he's getting. I don't know if he's getting divorced. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's been married like 2-3 times. So here he is.
Happy wife. Happy life.
Ta-da!
Oh hell no.
Listen, yeah. And the dude looks so. He's deteriorated, man. Look at this.
Bro.
Look at the guy.
Steve Harvey's the biggest simp ever.
They love slavery, bro. I'm telling you.
Steve Harvey's the most liberal dude ever, bro. He's like the biggest simp, man. His wife's cheating on him with the Jimmy, with the pool dude.
And listen, look at the guy though. Like he's the guy's. He's just deteriorated. He's up there. Oh my God.
Happy wife. Happy life.
Ta-da!
A happy wife is a.
And he had to give her a 5. Oh, like he just said something genius.
A happy wife is a happy life. So.
Happy wife, happy life. You ain't never
They're the
lied about it.
spokespeople for Satan.
If this not your channel, don't mention me.
Don't you think it should be happy spouse, happy house?
Yeah. Right. We got another in here, and here's something you got to understand. And the reason why, so Sassy K, we'll give you about 60 seconds to get on the stream. But here's the thing: the reason why this is important for you guys to see is because, like, So for starters, her name is, it says sassy. So
Yes.
when you hear sassy from a woman, that means she's intolerable. She backstalks. She has a bad attitude. Sassy K says, "I'm a nurse. I'm working. Y'all are making my shift pass." But this is what black women do.
Why is she here?
Now the reason why she's here is because she wants to cause dysfunction, right? So for example, listen, guys.
She got no daddy.
So for example, if a woman actually had a man, so like my chick, there was no way she would be caught in a live stream typing and stuff like this. These are women who don't have actual men in their life. They might have like weaker guys that probably bangs them out. They can, talk trash or whatever. But this is these are liberal, feminist-minded women, and especially nurses. They're the freakiest. That's another story. I can go down another day. But women, females like, I don't call them women. I call them females. Females like this who get in the comment section who say these things, they are intolerable. And this is why men are getting passports. This is why men are actually getting with women who, let's say, for example, black men are getting with non-black women, is because black women, you're just too masculine. You have bad attitudes. You're intolerable.
The crazy thing is that
you're not submissive. Go ahead.
Sorry, Derek, sorry. The crazy thing is that I watched your live stream before, and there's one woman called, I don't remember her name, but she was the one that was supporting you. Somehow a black woman is the one that have to come and discourage you. I don't understand it.
Right. Notice how white, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like it's been white women who came through and donated, like white chicks.
Yeah.
Black women, you know what they do? They just like they're about hate and dysfunction. And like I'll say this as a black man. And Ivan, you black and you live in London. As a black man in the United States, the vast majority of black women do not like they have a hate and disdain for black men. It's just facts. Let's continue.
For most young dudes, we stupid. No, and we ain't.
A happy wife is a happy life, so.
Happy wife, happy life. You ain't never lied about that.
Happy wife, happy life, heard that? For most young dudes, we stupid. No, and I ain't doing all that. No, I want to do it like this. Shut your mouth. Dog, just let her do what she want to do. You'll be more.
He said, "Let her do it real quick." Hold on one second. We're gonna get to it real quick. Sassy Kate, listen to this. This is how stupid women. This is how stupid these modern females are. Listen. Hold on one second.
It's no daddy.
She says, "The fact you think my name defunds me, let me give you my history. I'm married with 2 kids. Why is a married woman in another man's life?" So hold on.
Right.
So just the fact, I'm gonna get rid of her. So the fact that
politically correct answers.
So the fact that you said that lets you know that your husband is weak and beta, because there's no way on God's green earth that you would listen. My chick, she been with me for 4 years. There's no way she would be in another man's live stream, and we ain't even married. And then he said he owns his own construction company. Anyone need job? I also acres of land. These chicks, listen. Let me tell you something, man. These chicks. Okay, I'll say this.
She's kind of suspect she's asking us if we want a job.
I don't. And she also says, "I guarantee none of you guys are booked and busy."
What?
I don't know.
What's she talking about?
But anyway, let's get back to the video.
I want to do it like this. Shut your mouth. Dog, just let her do what she want to do. You'll be much happier that way. This man has done what every woman would love. He has taken his queen, put her on a pedestal. She is allowed to turn and bask in the sun and do whatever she want to do.
Yes.
Once she is essential, then I stop doing everything that's not essential to my success or my happiness. I don't do it no more.
Marriage is 85-15. 85 to the woman and 15 to the man.
What?
Oh, hell no.
Wow, bro, this guy.
Hell no.
Listen to
No.
Do you feel bad for him?
Listen.
It's 85-15. 85 to the woman and 15 to the man.
And all you see is females clapping. Yeah, like man, dude, they be.
Darius, you know what? I don't believe that he actually means what he's saying. It's because most of the audience are females.
Right. So he got to sell books. He got to make money.
No, actually, guys, I wanna just point something out. I believe he does believe that because if you look at his history, that's what he's following, bro. Come on, that's his belief, and he's spreading his false beliefs.
Yeah, and then it
That's
leads to his wife cheating on him with a pool guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the outcome.
Right.
If you wanna follow his
it's just a quote unquote entanglement. Yep. Okay.
Don't do it no more. Marriage is 85-15. 85 to the woman and 15 to the man. I come home and I'm happy.
And these chicks talking about amen like he a god.
And finds
Man,
out
bro.
he's gonna get divorce scraped.
Guys, don't you think it should be happy spouse, happy house?
Man, bro, like, oh man, I don't know how dudes be doing it. Like even the chick that was in here, Sassy K, like she's in here spouting off garbage, talking about this, like, and she's talking about I'm married with 2 kids. Like, why are you like, man? Just imagine if that's your wife. Like my girl, she ain't even married. Like she would never ever be in another man's comment section on another video, ever. Like she don't respect her husband. Well, if she even married, a lot of these, I'll be honest with you, a lot of these females, they be coming here lying. Like they be like,
she's
I'm
straight
married.
capping, but you know she ain't no damn married, man. She ain't got no damn kids. She be capping, bro.
They be lying. They don't be married. I'll be honest with you. They
Replace kids with cats.
They be lying.
Yeah.
But I think the title of your video got her angry.
Yeah.
Because she said that, the man divorcing woman now. She's thought to herself, damn, the game is changing. So she had to click on your live just to see what's going on.
Yeah, that's all it is. A lot. These women
She needed to feel important today.
Guess what? She got the boot. These chicks, man, they be having.
I was thinking about Gladiator, bro.
Darius, I'll say this. Say this, Darius. Attention to women is like crack cocaine. They get addicted to it. They get so addicted to it.
They love it.
Oh yeah, all the way.
Like, and that's why, like, when you ignore women, they want you more because they need your attention. Attention means more than sex to women. Like,
oh yeah,
means more.
And this is the reason why when you go to like dating apps, most black women get the left swipes than other non-black women.
And that's true.
You gotta be the one that rations.
That's statistically true.
You know, you have to think sometimes it's war times, right? You have to ration out your interest, attention.
Darius.
Yeah.
Don't you think it should be, to be fair, don't you think it should be happy spouse, happy house?
Say it again. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, it's supposed to be happy spouse, happy house.
I'll say this, guys. When it comes to like relationships and dating and all that stuff like that, just for me, coaching men and me dealing with women, whenever a woman is, let's say she's trying to make you happy, you can say simping for you, whatever. Whenever she's doing a lot for you, the relationship always goes well. But when a man is like chasing a woman and trying to wine and dine her and constantly texting her, the situation never goes right. She always leaves. So there always has to be a top and a bottom. There always has to be a dominant and a sub, alpha, beta. It's always like that. So if you find you are doing all this crazy stuff for women and you simping and you always reaching out first, listen, let her go because it's going to end bad anyway. Women, because here's the thing, men don't abuse the power that we're given. Women always abuse the power, right? All right, so listen to this here.
Why did you leave? What's the reason?
To be very honest with you, like, he was very toxic with me and like very controlling.
I like that you said that. What was controlling about him?
Like, I don't know, like he wouldn't like let me go out. He wouldn't let me hang out.
Look how she's dressed. Look how she's dressed. When a woman says the guy is controlling, that means he won't let me get my way. Look how she's dressed.
Why did you leave? What's the reason?
To be very honest.
You can tell this girl like black guys.
Yeah, you already know. You can tell she like black dudes. I'll even say this, guys. Like, as a black man, like bigger, thicker chicks tend to like us because not just because a lot of black men don't have self-esteem, they have low self-esteem, but it's because we let them get away with stuff, right? So, for example, like if a white chick is dealing with me, she'll like white women have told me, "Oh, my ex-boyfriend, like he didn't let me go out like that," or he was like always like, no, he said no guy friends, and I'm looking at
I
her
just
like,
wanna. Can I add something? Because I love my my brothers and sisters, including the black. Like, but you have to like if you're black when you work out, bro, you just look so much more defined with muscles. Like, you should get in the gym because it's like when a white guy is has muscles, it doesn't look as good as when a black man has like put on some muscle. I don't know. There's some kind of contrast. It just looks better.
Why did you leave? What was the reason?
To be very honest with you, like he was very toxic with me and like very controlling, and
I like that you said that. What was controlling about him?
like I don't know, like he wouldn't like let me go out. He wouldn't let me hang out with friends. No, but like
I'm sorry, but I couldn't hold it in. My bad.
Okay, no.
Keep going. I didn't mean to laugh. Keep going.
No, I'm just saying like he was like very controlling. Like
I would.
and she got a tattoo on her shoulder, look like a
And
freaking rose.
Damn.
Bro, she's hungry for as many sticks as possible, bro.
Lily,
It's clear.
she easy
Don't
get banged
they-
out.
She's
Don't they
bro,
want-
she, you know,
Listen.
she's
I ain't gonna
counting
lie.
them sticks.
I would bang her. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would.
Yeah, most dudes looks, man. Like,
Don't they want a dominant man?
I would smash.
I mean, bro, honestly,
Yeah.
let's be
Yes.
real. If we're in a room like with her, obviously things gonna take place because, hey, we men, you know, we don't think long term.
Like,
Not
on top of
always, and
that,
not in the sexual sense. Like, we don't think long term in the sexual sense. We just go for it. Like,
a lot of guys, their mindset is this: if she has a pulse and a hole, then we're good to go. Well, most men think. So if she has a pulse here or here, like she's like she's decent enough. It's like a lot of dudes have smashed like women who are twos. It's been a slow night. It's been a slow week. You're on a dry spell. The chicks that I'll say this: the vast majority of men have like a chick who's like a 2 or like who's like a 3 or 4 in their phone that they know they can smash at any moment. Like they can just hit up.
but you feel bad, bro. You feel bad. Like after, like it's not worth it.
It's not. And but her,
I mean,
especially on Tinder. Especially on Tinder, there's a lot of guys that are smashing girls that are like 300 pounds. Like,
Would you be able to dominate?
I mean, it's not worth it if it comes with baggage, especially then. Like if it's
let me ask y'all this real quick. Have you guys ever? And be honest with me. Just be honest with me. Have you guys ever? We're gonna go around. Have you ever had sex with a woman who weighed at least 250 pounds?
Listen. Let me be honest. Let me be honest. I have. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, I didn't weigh her, but she was.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
Let me ask y'all this. Here's the thing. So you gotta. It's either yes or no, and then give us a quick 30 seconds of like, okay, like I met her here, or she came through. Like, tell her how. Like, you don't gotta position, but like, how did it happen?
All right, so I'll say this. I met her in college. We were in the same class, and then after a semester, she I wasn't interested in her, but I was interested. I was still interested in like getting tops. So like I just ended up getting tops. And I tell you, man, the big ones, they got the friction, the suction.
Straight neck. Absolutely.
Yeah, they got that neck. They got a neck because the fat around it surrounds it. That's it.
Yeah, no games. Who's next? Yes, and how and where and why?
I can go. Yeah, I can go. Yeah, so all right. So this girl, I met her. I was in a sauna in one of the gym next to my house. I was in there. I saw her with her sister, and I thought to myself, You know what? I would smash her because obviously the sun was dark, wasn't a lot of light, so she looked a bit good in the dark, you know. So I thought to myself, let me grab her number and then later on I'll test her to come over and then we can, you know what I mean? So she came over and then I was like, I got nothing to do today. Let me just, who cares? No one is watching.
Exactly. So, marriage cause of divorce says 300 pounders drop neck. Exactly. Who's next? Yes, and how and why and where. 200 pound, 250 pound chick. Have you ever?
Dark enough.
That's it? Only 2 people? Damn.
That's it, man. That's it.
I'll say this. Because I'm showing my face. Y'all know I don't lie. Have I been there? Yes. I'll say this. Speaking for black men, most black men do because they're brainwashing to thinking thicker women are better. Like thicker women are like that's sexy, but they're actually obese. So a lot of black men are and I'll try to keep this PG-13. They're glorifying obesity. They're like matter of fact, a couple of days ago, my chick was here in my place, and we were just scrolling on Facebook, and she's like, it was skinny black dudes with like 300-pound women, and they were like, see, a man can love you in any shape, and I'm looking like I'm scrolling, it's like about 25 pictures of couples, and all I see is skinny or in shape black dudes with 300-pound black women. It's like about 30 photos of different couples. I'm like, that's brainwashing, man. That's not right. Because all those white dudes don't be doing that crap for the most part.
And Darius, the crazy thing is, you know, in my place, we got a lot of Jamaican guys. They love the 300 pounds women. Like every time I go to Jamaican guy, like, oh, what can I?
Jamaicans and Africans.
I don't understand. Like, that they love it. They love it.
Is it like what? Yes, I gotta look into that. Why do Jamaicans and Africans love 300-pound women? I don't know why.
Yeah, they love it. They're like, oh, I asked them what's your type. They're like, oh, we like big girls. I'm like, why? He's like, you know, there's more meat. There's more meat.
Well, I've seen the reverse.
Bomba cloud.
I mean, for me, I'm gonna be attracted to even like the fatter ones. I'll be honest, but I'll also be attracted to the really skinny ones. So it's kind of, for me, like if it's a woman and she's like a 3, like I'll stick for one night. Like that's, I mean, I'm gonna fall to temptation. I'll be honest.
Right.
I've seen the reverse too.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I've seen like chubby guys, 300 guys, just 300 pounds or 400 pounds with hot woman, black, white, you know, probably because they got money. That's probably what it is.
Yep.
Let me ask you guys this. This female right here, would you guys date? Would you guys date her? Would you guys smash her and or date her? What would you do?
I would never date her. Not like seriously. Like just like friends, not in the sense that I'm actually her friend, but you know, hanging out basically.
Me personally, I will smash her continuously.
Okay.
Personally, I would.
Would you
I wouldn't date her though. I would just smash her.
Would you date her? Why would? Let me ask you guys this. So
no.
Let me ask you this, Ivan. Why wouldn't you date her? Let me ask you this. Why would you be in a relationship with her?
She's just not someone that it's not my type. I wouldn't take her serious. You know, there's certain girls that I would take serious and some I would not take serious.
Also, another big reason is that we judge by what is apparent. So apparently, yeah, she's at the S word because of how she dresses. So I'm gonna judge based on that, and then obviously she's not that attractive, so you're not really gonna fall in love. You shouldn't fall in love either way, but she's not that attractive, and it's like she's definitely gonna share the same feminist, girl boss, liberalism, oh hey YOLO ideology. So it's just not worth it. It's not a investment.
Solid says extra pound, more to pound, greater sound, more flaps, and more claps. What are you gonna say? Go ahead.
Yeah, the thing with me is that for me to be with a girl long term, she has to be able to go to the gym. It's important because a lot of women, they don't like going to the gym. They're very lazy. And then what is the point of me being with a woman that don't work out? For example, I don't think she works out. I'm not trying to
How about
discriminate, but
this?
I don't think she is.
Let me ask you guys this. So what if she said, hey, AK Ivan, I'm willing to do what it takes to be with you, which means I'm willing to work out, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Despite her having this tattoo. I'll clean, I'll do what would you
Will she
say?
wear a niqab?
Yeah, I would.
Say it
I
again?
would take it serious.
I mean, I would like, the point is, will she actually, if I tell her to wear a niqab, for example, and cover everything except her eyes, like, will
Yes.
she obey me?
Yes.
Okay, then honestly, like, I'll keep her, so like I'll marry her only religiously, and I still have the option of marrying another wife in the future. So why not add her to the roster, and she can support me in my goals, and I'll be like a shepherd for her, so she's gonna benefit as well, and that's just a win-win.
Like,
I would be willing to bet that somewhere along the relationship you did something or gave him a reason to doubt you, and he never recovered from it, because most men don't. And you're laughing, so I know.
Yeah, I'll say this. Most dudes will probably smash anyway. They're like, all right, come on. Most dudes would. They were like, all right, you know, why not? Like, why not? You know?
Someone said in the comment section from the back.
Right, straight from the back. Most dudes. Artist of Patricia said she chubby, but she ain't big.
I'll probably get tops. That's it.
Yeah. Marriage causes a lot of guys get straight.
But I hope you won't, like, you're gonna pull out at least.
I've seen like, I'm be honest. I've seen dudes have told me like just said like, yeah, I went in like I went in wrong this shit. Like, it was like, dudes have told me stuff like this, like, and I'm like, bro, like, what the heck? And you know, like, when I was in the Navy,
Bro, they're risking that shit, bro. That child support right there waiting.
When I was in the Navy, guys used to be like, man, like I kid you not, we would pull into like different places, like let's say Thailand or Philippines. Dudes was like, man, I'm going in raw, because it was like,
whoa.
They were like, man, I ain't gonna be like straight. They were like, I ain't gonna
Do
be.
not go raw in the Philippines, bro. Do not go raw in the Philippines.
Dudes was going raw, and they was getting clapped.
I mean, if you go raw, you could go raw in Japan or Korea, but don't go raw in the Philippines, bro, or Thailand, bro. That's
but like, and I believe so. The reason why, so they're thinking, because we were 18, 19, 20, 21 at the time, they're thinking it's like, okay, man, these Asian chicks, like, I'm over here, so I might as well get the full feeling type of thing, and let's hope and pray that, you know, because I don't think child support wasn't on their mind, because they just coming through doing whatever they do. I just think that they were thinking at that age, because I wasn't a part of that. Trust me, I would.
But she can get child support, like, if she does the DNA test. She'll come after you, even if you live in the States.
But a lot of guys, they're like, man, I ain't gonna tell you who I like. If let's say they pull in the Philippines, and they're like, okay, I ain't gonna tell you where I live, or I ain't gonna tell you my name, I should say. I ain't gonna tell you what ship I'm on. And the guys,
but modern day DNA tests, can't they like solve that?
Philippines are very. I quit drinking, so it's straight no for me. Child support and custody vows are a nightmare. Trust me, I know. Yeah, man. So this is let's bring up one more clip. 1 second. Hold 1 second. Not him. With that one. Ooh.
not all folks, but I would say minimum.
Now, I want y'all to look at this clip. This female this is how you know a woman is really attracted to you. Look what she's doing. She's leaping from another man's house. Look like the dude probably has a girlfriend or something like that, or a wife, who knows, but she's climbing almost like Rapunzel in a way, but with a sheet.
Yo, it's literally sneaking out the window. Dang, you couldn't go through the front door though? He made her jump out a 2-story. Wow, bro. Wow.
What do you guys think of that?
That makes sense, bro. You know why? Like, there's obviously there's one thing women love, and that's excitement and fun. So if you can deliver that, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, like a lot of women, like if you're that guy, I'll tell you from experience, man. If you are that dude, they don't care if you have other women. Like some women might like, oh, but they'll be like, okay, I'm cool with it. Matter of fact, it'll actually turn them on. It'll make them more attracted to you.
Yeah, it's true. It's true what you just said there is because that when I was in basically university, I was with this one girl, and then I had another girl, and I told them that, oh, I'm seeing this other girl, and I thought she was gonna leave, but she didn't leave at all. I was like, oh shit, okay, which is strange because normally they tell you that, oh, we only want one man for ourselves, but it's all lies.
Exactly, and especially if you're putting it down in the bedroom, like that will really do something to her. And a lot of women, they're like, okay, I want another man to experience. I don't want another woman to experience you, to experience what I got. As long as they don't, as long as she has that spot locked up, like the main chick, she doesn't. I promise you guys, she would not mind if you have another woman. Now she might cry or she might feel stuck away, but all you gotta say, listen, I'm giving you this reassurance. You my woman. You only getting the dates. You only getting the stuff. We just gonna have a chick come through. We're gonna smack. Like chicks be open to that, man. But a lot of guys, they don't think.
I mean, we know it's possible because at least for me, like I'm gonna use my rights in my religion of 4 wives. Like if I have enough wealth, I'm definitely, why not? Like, why not? You know. So I got nothing against it. Like she's gonna be on board because when she loves you, she's gonna have to compromise one way or the other.
It's true. Yeah, she jumping out the window. That's
out the window.
It's a mess out there. That's why
Wow.
But here's the thing too. Like that female that's jumping out the window, she got dudes in her DMs or she got dudes in her friend zone. It's like, I would do anything for you. Can I come pick you up? I'll buy you this. I'll take you here. But she's, women can't help who they're attracted to. They really can't. Attraction is illogical for women. Whatever dude makes them feel good.
Yeah,
that's what they're gonna go with.
Dang, you couldn't go to the front door though.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So what I learned from female is that you have to be basically, don't be too serious. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Women like a guy that is like basically aloof. They don't really know what's going on for his head. 1 minute is thinking about this, that, and that. Because if you're too predictable, you're boring. That's what I learned. Because I used to be very predictable before. But ever since I started being aloof, you'd be like, wow, what's going on? It's very easy. It's crazy.
Exactly. It is. Well, guys, we know we still got a good amount of people here. We're going to end the live stream. We will be live, if not tomorrow, most likely Tuesday. There's a good panel. We'll have probably got more guys, more people. Other than that, we will see you either tomorrow or Tuesday.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Darius. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man.